Hey, everybody. We're going to hop straight into Spider-Man today. Continuing Spider-Man and try to finish it up. Whew. If it'll load, please. There we go. Camera's being weird all of a sudden for the first time in like 2 weeks, and I don't know why. We're just going to have to hope that that doesn't continue. Apologies if it does. I don't know what to do to fix that. It's been fine for 2 weeks now, and now it decides to act up. Not entirely sure why. So I'm gonna try to do what we can to make sure that still works. Honestly, just having a real shit day today. So we're just gonna try to move past it, not worry about it, and just have fun swinging around the city of New York. That's my goal right now. Let's just focus on the task at hand and try not to let the day put us down, sort of a thing. If you are here now or in the future in a similar situation, I'm here for you. I'm right here in this video or this stream or I mean, hey, you're having a hard day. I believe my DMs are open on Twitter. Go for it. I really want to just kind of share the love. That's kind of my goal here. Because sometimes we don't get the chance to have that shared for us. And I want to be able to share that with everybody who's interested in watching. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna try to wipe out some crimes. So we're just gonna travel up and down the Upper East Side for a bit, trying to wipe out some crimes. Remember, Ribbit and Rip It. In fact, I totally forgot. I need to retitle the stream. Let me do that. There we go. Now we're good. Our goal is to just take out some crimes. Oh, wait. What are we doing here? We're good. Okay. Hey, guys. Oh, that's a bummer. Ow, what is happening? All right.
I've got to find a way to get Sable out of New York.
Wiped out a crime. Here we go. I think for at least this stream, you know, I've tried to be pretty PG-13, I guess. Screw that. I'm feeling like shit. So you know what? Who cares? Why do I have to censor myself? That's how I'm treating today.
Did that hurt? Good. Tell your friends.
I'm just gonna try to clear out more of the town and see what happens. All right.
You guys are giving violent mercenaries a bad name.
Ground team, need a status update from Lennox Hill. Armored patrol reporting in. No sign of the target.
Ow.
I hope you've all learned something here.
Okay, we got a crime over here. Let's do it.
Spider-Man is in range. Lethal force authorized, patrol.
All right, so for this, what do I need to do? Web 3 enemies to a wall. Good to know.
Hey, does this turn into a robot?
Okay, so I just need to web enemies to a wall. First thing to do is go right over here and not die. There we go. Web 3 enemies to a wall. Done.
Great. Just when I thought I might run out of Sable agents to hit.
Crap. Well, it's all good. I'll handle this. Should be okay. Woo! Woo! Sometimes this game makes you feel cool. You know? I feel like that's what half of this game is about, right? It's just making you feel good. And that's why I'm going to keep playing it. Until we've 100%ed this game, that's what we're going to do. Okay, going to continue doing more crimes. Here we go. Oh, this is that's convenient. Woo! Is that a rocket? That didn't work well for you.
Great news. You all won an island vacation. Riker.
Okay. Got another crime. Need to electrify 3 enemies, so we need electric punch. Hey guys, ribbit and rip it.
And on my watch. We need to have a chat about your definition of security.
Kind of need my suit power to come back before I can... Okay, these guys I can take down, though. I'm not too worried about that. I don't want that. Ow, what? How did... Alright, electric punch. Boom. What? Was that it? Not it? Okay, that did it. Okay, cool.
Love the spirit.
Oh yeah, I am sorry that we have to go through all of these. It's just part of the game. If you're gonna 100% the game,
In a state of emergency.
you got to do it this way. You got to just kind of run around the city for a while doing crimes for a bit. That's immediately a crime that way, huh? Nope, disappeared. Okay. Been getting a few of those. That's interesting. Wait, now it says it's there. Where? What? Sable ambush at Museum Mile.
Great news.
No, I guess.
Put you away. The beating is free.
Does that mean Spider-Man charges his enemies for him having to put them in jail?
Worth all the fuss?
Does he have to pay a
For
fee?
me, it kind of was.
Ah!
Sable agents, just who I didn't want to see.
Okay. Come on now. There we go. Ah! God!
Well done. That makes it what?
Okay.
100 counts of assaulting a Sable agent?
Max level! There we go.
1043. Officer vehicle in need of immediate assistance. Available.
Okay. Web throw 3 enemies at other enemies. Okay.
On film.
That's not hard to do. I just have to dedicate like the entire fight to doing it. So
Guess
it's
sometimes you catch more flies with other flies.
okay.
Starting
Hi
to think
guys.
You guys don't like riding
Woo!
much.
Please don't shoot me. Oh! Okay. There's one. Okay, come on now. There's 2, I guess? I don't know how that worked, but I'll take it. Okay. Come on, Spidey. That's not who I wanted to do that to. Alright, can I... Okay, that's not what I wanted. I'll just take you down. I'm tired of you. I'm not getting away with that, huh? Okay, now we can just clear it out, no problem. Get him on the ground. Well, I don't think that's gonna work out well for you either. But good luck. I'm gonna throw this rocket right back at him. Spider-Man doesn't kill people. I don't know what you're talking about.
Transport van.
Okay, we're doing well. Let's just keep it moving. All right, back on the bridge. Let's take these guys out. How about that? Wait, what? Where are they? Huh?
Agents, this is Control. What's the situation near Carnegie Hall? APC
Huh,
phone truck.
I guess I don't have to worry about it. It said there were enemies there, but I have no idea where they were. Ooh, a podcast.
Paranoid, conspiracy theories, all nasty words people have used to insult and demean me. But now, after years of me,
I'm just gonna watch what happens.
Here we are.
While we listen to this podcast.
Brought a plague down upon us. Why do I blame him and not Martin Lee? I do blame Martin Lee. He deserves swift justice, but he's
Okay.
a lunatic terrorist. This is what
True.
they do. Whereas Spider-Man claims to be
Are they stuck in traffic?
Yet
Oh, what? Why? Come on. That's not cool. All right. We'll listen to that one later. Yeah, they're not moving. That is one of the weirder glitches I've ever seen. Okay, Spider-Man. Okay, Spider-Man. What? Excuse me? All right. Can I... Please? No? Maybe? Please? Okay, there we go.
Bring all the boys to the yard.
What is happening? Woo! Oh, God. All right, let's just web blossom.
Okay, now I'm just showing off.
How did... Excuse... What was that? What is happening? Did the game just treat the ground as a wall like he was falling from a big distance? What is... What? We are having some glitches today.
Nice job, Lee.
I don't understand at all what just happened. Woo! Alright. These guys were easy enough to clear out. That's nice.
Good.
I appreciate that. Let's head south.
Friends.
I'm trying to get high speeds here. It's not always working, but I'm trying. Woo! Let's get up to the roof. Perfect. Exactly what I want to hear. It's over there, but that's okay. Who cares?
Please proceed to Cathedral.
As long as there's a crime, let's go do it. And I'll head back up north as soon as I can. All right, let's go. Boom. What? Excuse me? Oh! This is a sniper one. Oops. Huh? All right. Chad, if you know what's going on, please tell me, because I don't understand at all what is happening. We are getting some fun glitches today. Is this not considered a crime anymore? What's going on? Okay, it is. I was just a little worried there. Oh, yep. See, Spider-Man doesn't kill people. It's fine.
Gonna be honest, not loving the whole convicts with heavy weapons thing.
Woo! Hey, man. Just wanted to wait for the perfect dodge so I could get that in. Oh, okay. Let's head north. I don't want to do down here yet. I want to try to clear up methodically, piece by piece.
All units, escape.
All units. Okay.
Proceed to Sycamore. Over.
Looks like those inmates have hostages.
Boom. Hello.
Guys, course in control.
Web Blossom's really good. I'd be surprised if, like, it's not the speedrunner choice. I guess it could be electricity, because electricity makes it so that you just can't lose. But Web Blossom really does a lot of work. Okay, another one down. Oh no! Oh well. Prisoner crimes on the Upper East Side is complete. I still need one more Sable crime. Let's get that out of the way. Ooh, there's more enemies here. Let's do that. Ah! That's a lot of damage.
Now you're in way over your head. You think you guys have it
Okay,
bad?
doing well.
Body armor's bruising my knuckles.
This is Control. What's the status in Vanderbilt?
What is the status in Vanderbilt?
Priority target.
Do I have 4 stealth takedowns? Okay, this one should actually be a lot easier than the last one was.
Leave this place
The last
out.
location.
I'll try to close it down stealthily so no one gets hurt.
What can I do to take these guys out? That guy might be safe. Okay, cool. So these are probably actually the hardest things to do stealthily, because the locations are not necessarily designed for stealth. They just kind of occur on random rooftops. Come on. Who else? Maybe if I do that? No? Maybe? No? Really? Are you serious? What? Okay, maybe if I... Can you... Are you... No, please. Please be safe. How? Come on! Okay. One more. Yeah, it's amazing they haven't noticed this. I guess I probably could just
There is someone else who isn't emerging from this crisis in a
do that, huh? Yeah, alright. I am so sorry I just skipped another podcast, but you know what? Right after this, we'll go and listen to the 2 that we've missed so far. Because I really wanted this to be like the complete Spider-Man experience for people that won't or, you know, are considering playing the game or something.
US Sable observation post. Should make my day
I wanted this to be like the complete story. So let's go listen to that podcast. Where is that? It's the last 2 we listened to, so it's gonna be these 2.
Alarmist, paranoid, conspiracy theorist.
I think we listened to this one already.
All nasty words people have used to insult and demean.
Interesting.
But now, after years of me, there is someone else who isn't
Okay,
merging
this is the one I skipped just now,
in a
so.
positive light. Mayor Osborn, experimenting on something as deadly as devil's breath in the heart of Manhattan is the height of irresponsibility. What did Osborn know, and when did he know it? The answer could mean the difference between electoral defeat, impeachment, and prison. Stay tuned to the only voice you can trust in these dire times. Mine.
Okay, yep, that makes sense. I've been trying to make this like a, I'm missing a crime here. And there's a Sable outpost here. Let's see. I'll head north into Harlem, head down into Central Park, do the base, and then head to the Upper West Side. I think that makes sense. I didn't even realize I was missing a prisoner crime there. That's super my bad. We'll go clear that out.
I know this.
Oh!
This is not how you re-assimilate into society.
Get back down here!
I'd be pretty afraid if I was the guy that's supposed to be the sniper and Spider-Man took out everybody else before me because he knew I wasn't going to hit him. I think that would be pretty spooky. As just a dude.
No, I get it. It's not like the city has real problems.
Huh!
Sure, I won the fight.
All right.
And I bet they get medical benefits.
I'm sure they do. But you're giving them CTE, which is something that can't be treated. So good job, Spider-Man. Good job. I'm just swinging by and they're like, keep him on the ground. Remember this base? I do. All right, let's see if we can find a... Okay, aerial combo hits. That's not hard to do. I can't believe I haven't done that yet. It's probably because I was too focused on the other thing, huh?
Better move.
Hey-ya!
Does this bus go by the Statue of Liberty?
Spider-Man! Mow it down!
I need to... Come on, really? Stop! Stop! Okay. That was a super powered guy, too. That would have been quite difficult to take down. This may not be working, huh?
Hostages on public transit.
How do I get 20 with that?
Good.
I took down the big guy, who I couldn't throw up in the air, and I took down the whip guy, who I couldn't throw in the air. Wow, that is brutal. Oh well, we'll head over and do the Sable quest now. Or the Sable base. What? Let's use a different suit for the base, huh? Oh, nice. Get the proximity sensor, which is nice. It'll reveal secret photo locations on the minimap. Maybe it would be fun to do a casual stream where we just go through and find all the alternative locations. Since I'm probably never going to use it again, let's use Spirit Spider. I can show off Spirit Fire. That's not a bad idea. Oh, the ray tracing does weird things to his flame head. All right, we got a Sable base. What needs to be done?
I have eyes on a Sable base.
Yank down 10 enemies and
I don't know what they're
5
charging
stealth
me.
takedowns. Okay.
I don't want to let dangerous people back on the streets.
The real criminals they turn over to us. The people they hold on site haven't done
Oh,
it.
let's just-
make a case over.
I can think of at least 2 amendments that violates. Okay, looks like I'm staging a jailbreak.
I like how that guy totally noticed me. Where's that guy? Is he like underneath? Oh, there must be an underneath section to that. Okay. Well, let's head over here. Because I think I can web this guy up. At some point, maybe. No? Oh, those guys are paying attention. Oh, no, he's safe now. Cool. Got him. What do we got over here? Can I target him? Okay.
Ready night.
Okay, let's hop right back up. And see if I can take this guy out. Okay. A yank down. I think that means they need to be in the air, and I need to be on the ground and throw them on the ground. Let me see if maybe there's a command for this. Yank down attack. Okay. Launch an enemy up in the air and slam them on the ground. So hold X, hold Y. Okay. Nope, that's easy. No problem. I play this game a lot, but I don't always remember the maneuvers I never use, so. You know what I could do? It would be fun. Let's get a trip mine in here, and let's just hit this guy with it. It should web them together. He has armor. He has armor. Oh, God, he has armor. Well, that's the most disappointing thing. I got this trip mine right back. All right, I'll take it. Just take this guy down.
Snoring now.
And boom, hi, I'm here. Yank down. Yank down. Woo. Alright, that was... Take you out easily. Right. You, and yank down. Huh? I'm just throwing this guy around. I killed him by just throwing him. That's all I did. Okay. Yeah, you do. Just gotta get these yank downs. Woo! Got it. Spirit fire. Yeah, it just does like a little bit of damage over time, basically. Pretty useless, in all honesty, especially compared to like Electro Punch and some of these other things. Woo! Okay, that's an active gunner. Didn't even realize it. All right, cool. It's just. Oh, that's a problem.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. You're a
Let me-
little loud. I
okay.
gotta turn that down.
I can hear you, so
Okay.
that's good.
Good.
Oh, that's not okay. Come over here. Take you down. Okay. I'm just we're just trying to finish out the side quests we got left. So today's gonna be a little bit of a chill stream for that reason.
I did some research.
Flying around the city, just doing stuff.
Protesters
Uh-huh.
hold heavy-handed
Pretty
tactics.
much.
Gotcha.
Especially since most of them are crimes.
Myself right now.
Ah,
Just wandering around until a crime pops up and then stopping it.
yep. Fetching purses, cats and trees, the usual.
And stopping, you know, political enslavery.
I'm sorry.
So Mayor Osborne hired these mercenaries to help police the town because Negative Man was out there doing crazy shit, and then it was like, okay, the day is won. Sable fixed it. It was the mercenaries, and then
Right.
Hey, you do this for
they screwed it all up.
more than 20.
Lost Demon's Breath, which is like some experimental drug that actually caused the pandemic because Dr. Octavius became Dr. Octopus.
Right.
So now Sable's doing a bunch of illegal enslavement to see who is on the bad guy's side, basically, and who is infected.
Among Us.
It'd be like Among Us, but everybody's trapped in a cell, and one person on the outside has all the power.
Fun. Oh.
They are also incredibly tanky, and I hate it. Oh, I didn't even realize that guy was a flyer. I should have prioritized him. I didn't have my finger on B. I put it on X instead because I'm dumb.
Guys ever feel like your helmets make this impersonal? I mean, hot kettle, I know. Let's kick it up a notch. Okay, now I'm just showing off.
You need backup, huh? Woo! 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 Alright, there we go. I was waiting for that. Specifically. How am I doing what? Being a living skeleton or beating you up? Because I think one of these is a little less explainable than the other. I mean, look at me. That's my outfit right now. There's nothing in that skeleton.
That was harder than it should have been.
All right. Spider-Man, could you bring up the prompt, please? There we go.
Thank you, Spider-Man. You're the only one we can rely on.
I am sorry if my appearance is terrifying.
The area's secure and the cells are all empty.
Officially, I can't condone that. Unofficially, thanks.
Okay. Can we unlock the other suit already? Or did we? We didn't, but we can. Let's do it. Let's do 2099 white suit. Oh, which I believe has a really good power, right? Yeah. Every hit sends enemies flying back. It's not great, but it's not bad at all. Okay, we're done in Harlem. We're done on the Upper East Side. We're done in Central Park. It's time to wander around the Upper West Side. This is a crime. 7 swing kicks and 20 aerial combo hits. Okay. Those go hand in hand, so this actually may not be the worst thing in the world.
Gotta deal with these
Ow.
before they hurt someone.
Huh? Where did he go? Okay. What? These are easily the hardest ones to do. Just because these guys are a pain and they fly all over the place. And sometimes they just go up and you can't do anything about it. And sometimes Spider-Man does that for no reason. Okay. Okay, hey. We've done 6 out of 7. Can we get 7 out of 7? Where did he go? Nope. Okay, that's not great. 7 out of 7. Ow. Did I do it? No, there's still more. Where? Down there? No, those are... hello? Sable? Sable? There you are. Wait, where'd he go?
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
There's one guy left and I can't seem to find him.
Oh boy, is this timed?
He's flying.
He's what?
Where? He's just flying and I can't find him.
Have you tried looking up?
Sable? Well, he's not up. I caught him for a second flying down underneath this building. But oh, I hear him flying around. Where is he? I heard him.
The sound of jetpacks.
Wait, is that a laser? That's from way over there. Okay, that's not helping. Where is he? Ah, there you are. Ha ha. No, no. 19 out of 20.
Hopes, dreams, unstable nuclear material.
Oh no, no bonus objectives. That's rough.
It's okay. I got the other one, so.
Okay.
And the swing kicks do, I think, a little more damage than a normal hit. So the next time I get that one, I should be okay.
Okay.
Oh, good. I mean, not good to have live gunfire, but crime.
Yay!
Crime!
Yay,
Oh, I
crime.
pressed the wrong button. There we go. Yay, crime! Okay, we need to do a masher. This is the hardest one to do. Okay. They give you no time on that one. Okay, what are my goals here? It doesn't say.
This man just holds up a car.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man's like one of the strongest superheroes.
I didn't know that. Holy crap.
He just pulls all of his punches because he doesn't want to kill anybody.
Like some
Right.
dystopian sci-fi movie. Of course, this is
Canonically, I think Spider-Man can kill a man with a single punch. Like, just plaster their skull.
So you're saying Spider-Man is One Punch Man.
Yeah, kinda.
That's all I need to do here.
There's a more recent storyline that I
can't beat just one.
think I only read because I heard about it. But he gets really mad at, I believe, Scorpion, and just straight up kills Scorpion on accident because he didn't pull back his punch.
Holy shit.
And that's a guy with a helmet on. Okay, so 5 air throws. Okay, what does the game call an air throw again? Air throw. Okay. Grabs an enemy in the air and throws them to the ground. Okay, got it.
I believe the locals call it a suplex.
I don't think that's a suplex, but maybe. An air suplex, 10 feet in the ground.
I think you're just doing the same thing you did with the grenades. Yeah, like that.
Ow! That's a problem. Never mind. I don't need to see. Who do I think I am?
Spidey senses. Oh my god, that is trippy. I hate that. You got your Spidey sense, you're fine. Also, love that move.
Who else? Who else is next? Oh, you guys over here. Okay. Hey, man. You'll pay for that as he falls unconscious on the pavement. No one's gonna lock me up again as he gets uppercutted into the stratosphere. Okay, so we still have quite a few crimes left, so just gonna
I like that you
chill and
treat
hang
the
out.
shield guys in this game the same as we treat the shield guys in Batman Arkham. Just hop over them and you're done.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Technically, I can disarm them, but it's easiest just do a dodge under, throw them in the air, and just beat the crap out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting pretty fast with my web
Yeah,
swinging.
I was gonna say, holy shit.
Need an update from Devil's Shell.
They're riding low.
Armored patrol is headed out. We'll report any sign.
Oh, okay, that's gonna be in the next area, but that's okay. We can do that.
You just came from? Oh, not the Sable APC.
Where is this crime? How do I fix it? Okay. Come on now.
Oh, it's another vehicle.
What do I need to do here? Okay, we're good. No worries.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's a reason I use the web blossom power all the time.
Mm-hmm. Just incapacitate everybody.
Okay, really?
Another APC. Hey.
Okay, that is so weird. The game is occasionally treating the floor like the walls, like I'm throwing them off a cliff. It just did it to that last guy.
That's weird.
Like, I punched him 3 times, and then he webbed as if he was webbing to a wall.
Does the sidewalk, like the edge of the sidewalk, count maybe?
No, I don't think so.
Attention agents, this is Control.
Oh, nice. Wow, they are really throwing the crimes at me quick.
Oh, wow.
They must know that's what I'm here for. Spider-Man 2? No, this is Spider-Man 1. The sequel's not out yet, dumbass.
Oh.
Stupid prisoners.
Okay, that was a cool one.
Can I please
That was
yank
like
this thing?
That was
Okay.
like stopping the train, but not as
Yep.
cool.
Which I believe you actually did miss the scene where they referenced the Spider-Man 2
Oh,
stopping
did
the
they?
train. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
There's the final fight with Negative Man is in a train, and it's really cool. Once you take him out, he like slams into the controls so it stops the brakes from working. So they're like right about to hit another subway car, and he goes to the front and does exactly the same thing like he does in Spider-Man 2,
nice.
the movie, and the webs immediately break, and he goes, huh, that worked last time.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's maximum velocity immediately. I'm getting good at this.
Speedrunner strats.
Okay, how did I get shot through a building? Riddle me this, Batman.
What's the situation in Colombia? We have orders.
What do I need to do here?
I got Arkham in your head.
Okay.
What the-
I might actually die for this one. Sable is
Really?
really, really powerful. Yep,
Oh,
yep.
wow.
This one does not look good right now.
Oh wow, yeah, you're not looking so hot.
Okay. Hey, that's good news.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so
No,
good.
no, wrong one! Dang it! Okay, good. I need you next. Crap. Ugh. Get him down, please. Thank you. All right, I'm good. I can do the rest. On hard mode, that would have been a death. But luckily, we don't get hard mode until New Game Plus, which I'm not going to do on stream.
Oh, on stream, okay.
I might do it eventually, but not on stream. They would just be playing the whole game all over again.
That's fair. That's what I kind of don't want to do. NG Plus on Horizon Zero Dawn. That is the same thing, just with ultra hard difficulty. That's all I need. That's all I need is just the NG Plus ultra hard completion for.
The nice thing about it is that you still you can still level things up, and I believe there's like 1 or 2 like major power-ups you can get through leveling up in New Game Plus, but
Okay, well, it keeps it at least somewhat interesting.
hard mode's really hard.
I believe it. Even this right now looks a little
Yeah,
hard.
this is... I'm over-leveled for this section, too, and it's hard.
And you're still... Wow, okay.
Ow, ow, ow!
Yeah, that doesn't look fun.
I hate it when I get a
for the tower
perfect
will probably
dodge
help.
into gunfire.
Okay, not so perfect dodge. Excuse me, I have hiccups. It hurts.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes grenades hit you when you're, like, way above them. Could you please drop your armor? Jeez. You too. Okay. Wait, what? Drop your armor, please. Okay.
Sable members sleep in level 6 body armor.
Seriously,
Stop 762.
So glad Sable's
that's the worst part. Is their super body armor.
As if I didn't have enough to worry about.
It makes them take like 3 or 4 combos to take down. It's
Oh, wow.
a nightmare. And on hard difficulty, it's those fights, those little fights, take forever.
Oh. Everything's an ordeal.
Okay, so this one should be easier. I just need combo hits.
Happy to sign autographs, but no selfies.
There it is, yeah. I wonder what the physics are, or not specifically against that, but how would, like, for bullet plate armor, how would that work to defend you against blunt force trauma like punches and kicks and other stuff?
It
'Cause
probably
instinct says it should be okay.
do pretty well.
Yeah.
But there would probably be a football style like CTE risk.
Times Square. That's where I should start tracking Otto.
True.
Yeah, you'd probably have a lot of like trauma injuries. Just no like direct bruising or anything like that. Okay, so let's head over to Hell's Kitchen. Let's go straight to the prisoner camp.
Hell's Kitchen. What is that?
Hell's Kitchen is the like middle west side of New York. I'm not entirely sure why it's called Hell's Kitchen,
Okay.
but that's what they call the district.
Fair enough.
It's also I believe Daredevil was created because they wanted to make a the hero version of Daredevil was created because they wanted to make a hero that was specific to a specific district
Any officers near
in New York,
Okay.
rather than like the whole city.
Okay.
So Daredevil
Right.
is the hero of Hell's Kitchen.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He's the blind guy, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Who they reference several times in this game, but never actually show him.
Hostage situation in the middle of.
Hey guys. Okay, I need aerial combo
Cool if they had,
hits.
like, it'd be cool if they had a DLC where you collab with Daredevil. For like a mini storyline in Hell's Kitchen.
Well, I've heard there have been rumors supposedly
Ooh, damn.
that they might want Daredevil to show up in one of the later games.
Okay.
Probably not the sequel, but maybe. Because I know the sequel is going to be more about Green Goblin and Venom.
Okay.
That's what they've been hinting at least.
Okay.
Oh, no, not the big guy. No! No! Stop it! What? What just happened to me? Okay.
I think he. Oh my God! You just
That
got
was
comboed
insanity.
By the taser and the big guy.
I got comboed real hard.
I think it all started because you shot a web at the big guy and he grabbed the web and pulled you down.
Yeah, that was
Playground
just...
crazy people.
Sometimes the targeting isn't perfect.
Usually is, I mean.
Crazy.
Okay. Whew. That was a nightmare. If they release Miles Morales on
We had the situation
PC...
under control, Spider-Man.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
do our jobs next time. Sorry.
I hope they release Miles Morales on PC as well. Because that
Okay.
game is... Technically, it's like a direct sequel to this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
I've seen my roommate play that a little bit. It seems cool.
Okay, that felt good. Okay, and I don't need to worry about anything. Getting any goals here, so I'll just be methodical. Hey, man. How did you not see that? Hello!
How did you not see that? Holy shit. How did you not hear it? I feel like the crunching of skulls on concrete would give it away.
Nah, Spider-Man's quiet. I don't know how, but he is.
Somehow he's able to break a guy's skull with zero noise.
Woo! Hey guys. How's it going?
But
Hope you're doing well. Ready to go back to jail? They weren't ready. They lit a police car on fire.
This is Control. What's the situation?
Wow, that is another crime right away.
there you go.
I will take it.
Wow, that
The more
was
crimes we get, the better.
Beat firefight.
vehicle chase. This will be quick.
What? Excuse me?
Thanks, Parker Luck.
Why was there a random enemy on the ground there?
What the fuck?
Diploaf. Haven't touched my PS4 since going into uni, but I refuse to let it go just because I need to play Spider-Man. Good plan. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm a huge fan of anything Insomniac does, and this game is no exception. It helps that Spider-Man's like probably my favorite IP, just in fiction.
That definitely helps.
And that they nailed it. The gameplay itself is so satisfying. Yeah, I totally agree.
It seems to have a really good play
I mean,
to it.
See, I don't know what that is. That is the game glitching out. that is 100% a glitch. So when they just like zip to the ground like that, that's supposed to be what happens when they fall off a ledge.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. Oh, that's so weird.
That is not supposed to happen on the ground. I don't understand that. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting that guy to come at me. But Diplopo. Yeah, I've gotten very good at this game. This is my 4th time basically 100%ing the game. So I'm trying to make all of the combat as like cinematic as possible. And we're trying to listen to all the podcasts and cutscenes.
Oh, the podcasts.
They're working on an anti-serum. But for their efforts to bear fruit, we need to keep our composure. Here's why we have to stay where we are. Firstly, we need
I think the game audio is super low because I can't really hear the podcast.
Let me fix that real quick then. Boop. Maybe that's better.
The fewer resources there are to go around. And I have received personal assurances
do
from
it more.
officials in Albany
Oh, wait, sorry, this
that
stream's
relief
catching up.
convoys are coming, containing food and medicine. And, excuse me,
That's a little
I've
better.
just been handed an update.
I can always kick it higher if we need to. I'll maybe do a little bit more.
Oh, that's a Diplo. Because my audio is a bit screwy because I'm going through my microphone for audio
It
output.
seems the
It's a
relief
little weird.
convoys I
Got it.
just mentioned are being attacked by escaped inmates from Rikers Island Prison. Spider-Man, this is on you.
Yeah.
You were there in the most charitable reading of the situation.
This is on you,
failed to
Spider-Man.
stop the breakout. Worst case, you were responsible for it. You always claimed to be on our side. Well, Webhead, if that's true, you are
Okay.
rapidly running out of chances to prove it.
Yeah, if mixing needs to be any better, all I need is
Yuri,
to
a group
be
of escaped
told,
inmates looks like they've gotten their hands on some
and I'll
serious
get it up.
firepower.
Last thing we need right now is a massive shootout on a residential street. Is this something you can handle quietly?
Somebody clip that.
Quietly might be pushing it,
I'll
but
clip it.
I can do it
All
without
I
a
need
massive
is to be
shootout.
told, and I'll get it
There
up.
might be a bunch of webs around though.
I'll take it.
Oh no!
Good luck.
What have you done?
What have I done? You said it.
What have I done? So what do I need to do? I need to do 15 perfect dodges and 15 finishers. In that case, I do not want to be stealthy here. In fact, I don't even want my web blossom. I need battle focus. This is gonna be one of the hardest ones to 100%.
Comes after him. Who's that?
The max.
Spider-Man!
Hey guys.
Smell something. This'll hurt.
Woo!
Hello, boys.
This is our city now.
I did say I was trying to make this as cinematic as possible, but I'm also trying to 100% the game, so occasionally I just have to stand here and try to get perfect dodges over and over.
So
There we
you
go.
need bonus objectives to 100% this?
Yes.
Let him get behind you.
What about the crime that you did before where you missed one aerial combo hit?
That will come up again in another crime later. So there's only like I want to say 4 different crimes that have like 2 specific objectives you have to hit. But there's 5 in every region. So as long as you do it once out of that type, you're good.
Okay, gotcha.
Just perfect dodging all day. Oops, that wasn't perfect dodge. That wasn't either. There we go. 5 more. Here we go. I tried. I'm trying so hard. Oh god! Okay, I just wanted to get away from the fire there.
You need to finish on 15 people. Are there even that many people here?
Yeah. There's gonna be waves of enemies.
Oh, that's different. Okay.
14, 15. Excuse me? 15. There we go. Alright, let's get some battle focus going. Finish on you. I totally forgot that I have double finisher now. Okay. So if I use a finisher on a guy, and there's a guy right next to him, I can use a follow-up finisher.
Oh, you can double up. That's
Pretty
sick.
nice. That's a skill. That's the last skill you unlock in the game,
God,
pretty much.
That was such a cool one.
Someone get him down here!
Woo!
Oh, wave 2. Yeah.
How do I get hit by the fire there? Excuse me?
I'm confused too. What's going on?
All right. Getting there.
Guys, you just got out of the raft. You sure are you gonna come back?
This is gonna be hard to get all the finishers on. I might have to just sit here and wait until my battle focus respawns.
Don't let him get in your head.
This will be more waiting.
Does your ability charge over time?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it charges extra with perfect dodges. So
Oh, okay.
Guy's a freaking acrobat!
What does battle focus do for you?
battle focus is the bar underneath my health on the top left. You see how there's 3 bars? If 1 bar is filled, that means I can use a finisher on any normal enemy. A normal enemy is just
Oh wait.
the enemies that need 2 bars are big dudes,
Oh, it's a super
whip
meter.
enemies, and double sword enemies. Those are the only ones that need 2 bars.
I'm gonna feel this!
Ah, okay. I'm treating this like a super meter in fighting games. is what
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
doing.
much. Okay, we got battle
Okay.
focus.
And what does battle focus the active ability do?
Yeah, so that's a suit ability I have that just
Oh, it
helps
just
me generate
supercharges
focus
it.
a lot faster.
Gotcha.
In other words, you just use finishers over and over and over again.
That's nice. Speaking
Okay,
of
we're on the
cinematic,
4th wave.
Look, guys,
How many do I have?
This is not gonna help.
I should
the problem
probably
here.
wait a little bit longer. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. If I punch 2-3 times, there we go.
You're on wave
I'm getting
4
reports
right
of shots fired.
I believe there's 5 or 6 waves,
They're not hitting
so
anyone, though.
I'm just gonna try to be
Try
as
to keep it that way.
careful as possible because I don't want to have to do
Yet,
this twice.
I am totally on board with that.
Oh my god, that was brutal.
And my favorite is when you throw rockets at people. Like, okay, it wasn't in the way. I was about to throw a rocket at the guy. Hopefully I get the chance. Come on, give me a rocket.
I want you to.
Oh, I picked up the grenade instead. Oh, and the rocket. Haha.
Haha!
Punch. Oh no.
Guy's a freaking acrobat!
Oh, but it didn't
Okay,
get
this is
me.
the problem. I'm taking people out too quickly. All right. 3
Too
more.
good at the game.
3 more. Here we go. Hey, man. There's just one guy.
Let me show you what I got.
Okay, show me what you got. Show me what you got.
Show me what you got. Remember to double up on those finishers whenever you can.
Yep. You're gonna feel this. Ha!
I love just a random prisoner wearing full body armor and carrying an AK.
Pay for that!
Yeah,
Out of
that's how you do.
control has
Oh,
the
I
city
forgot to
gun.
use the double. It's okay. I'll be able to use it right now. And that should do it. Yes.
Holy
Okay.
shit, raid!
Is it sad that a bunch of criminals have more loyal
What's
friends
up,
than me?
hang time and party?
We got a raid from Hang Time.
Yeah.
What? Dude! I've been watching Hang Time all day to stave off my shitty day. Oh, you guys are awesome.
Oh my god, all these followers.
Thank you guys for popping, and I super appreciate it.
Rushing into the fight to be on my side.
Right now we are working on 100%ing Spider-Man with ray tracing.
Someone get him down here!
and trying to do this as quickly as possible because our next stream game is going to be Kingdom Hearts, but I'm going to lock myself out of using certain commands, depending on how many times they say the word heart or darkness. So that'll be a blast. Oh my gosh.
All right, let's go through. Thanks for the follows and claws.
Oh man, I am
Thank you,
gonna do my
Dark
best to
Soul.
reach out while making these fights as cinematic as possible.
I'll help you out with wherever I can.
Sounds good.
Shenzo the Lost, thanks for the follow. Mark Samaro, thanks. Jesus.
Get him down. Yes. Okay. We got all of our prisoner camps done. How about ray tracing? It's on. Ray tracing is on, and it
Inmates
looks
and all their
great.
guns are webbed up and waiting.
Thanks. No way we could have taken them without collateral damage.
We just have people entering arcades like crazy.
I know.
Woo!
Good news. A Rikers escapee we picked up said
Uh,
they stopped
so our
bases.
our theme is that this is just the big CA Kirby arcade.
Too easy to find. They've gone back on the run. Smaller groups.
We're
Picking
just
them off a
chilling,
few
dude.
at a time takes longer, but it's safer.
Yes, this is our
Especially for New York.
chill stream before we
Exactly.
continue the story.
Nice going.
Okay, cool. So we're done there. We have a bunch more crimes to do here, so let's just take care of as many crimes as we can.
You got thug. Oh, I see. So there's different types of crime, and you have to hit a quota for each type of crime in each region.
Yeah. So let me show that real quick. So these are the requirements. Oh, Koshloth was asking about tray racing.
The hell is tray racing?
We can make that an incentive.
What?
I'll figure it out. Yeah. So, anyways,
I'll figure it out.
each district has you have to do 5 crimes of each type in every district, except
Okay.
for Central Park, which only has thug crimes.
There you go.
And there's only, I believe, 5 of each in
All units.
the entire thing.
Opening fire from
So
below.
you'll run into a bunch of crimes where you have the requirements met already. You just need to clear it to get the last token, basically.
Hey, your tags are expired.
So you fully completed Upper West Side, right?
Yeah. So, what?
Nice.
What's? Oh. I didn't even see the other guy in the car. All right. Some of these mashings are very quick, so we got to be quick on them. All right. And again, I am going to try to make these battles as cinematic as possible, as I failed to do so by knocking the camera into a wall.
Motorcycle. Cheesy road movie or my life.
Doing my best, okay?
Your best isn't enough. Be better, Kirby. Be better.
Boom. Let's take you guys out. All right.
I think this is proof they weren't ready for civilian life.
Let's see if I can get to our max speed here. Yeah, there we go. This game's been really generous at getting crimes quickly for me, so
Checkpoint secure.
as much as the last few times we've been just running for crimes, it's been pretty chill.
That keeps up. Someone
Um,
could get hurt.
It's actually been pretty fast paced, so I appreciate that. Hey guys.
Feeling time.
Oh, I still have battle focus. That's not what I wanted, but I'll use
Oh,
it.
you wanted Blossom. If Spider-Man rode a Harley Davidson, what would it look like?
Well, I used to have a toy that would tell you. Big, bright, and red, with a bunch of webbing all over it. And it would say in bright letters, Spider-Man!
We're going old school with this one, alright.
You are... Okay, that's not great.
Yeah, that looks like hurt.
There we go. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Let's not take that again. Let's do this. Okay.
This into a Flex Seal commercial.
That's every time I face Sable, it becomes a Flex Seal commercial. Okay, it's just how I operate.
One roll of Flex Tape can put a whole superhero back together.
One roll of Flex Seal will generate your focus faster than the competing brand.
Table's after me now too.
Competing. Brand.
Competing. You know what I mean?
There you go.
I'm a salesman, not a wordsmith. Is there a difference? Wait a second.
Be advised.
Am I a bad salesman?
Waiting an emergency supply station.
I'll read the
Backup requested at port
badges.
side. Please copy.
Okay, I need to web throw a bunch of objects. That's easy. We're just gonna walk around, dodge a bunch of shots, and throw things.
Stone some bad guys.
Yeah, that'll do.
Oh my god.
Ooh, if I can get that guy down, that'd be great. Okay. I just need to throw this motorcycle at a guy's head, and then we'll be in good shape.
Oh my god.
I need to specifically take you out, actually, please. There we go.
Hey, the whip guy. Pretty cool.
Yeah, so
Oh, that's sick.
whew. Anytime you see a criminal with those like collars or whatever, it means they're super powered or whatever. In one of the cartoons, he rode a motorcycle that could shoot a web line. It could ride on the when the rope went taut. That's probably exactly what the toy was that I had as a kid.
That's so
Actually,
cool.
that's-
What the fuck?
So silly and like Adam West Batman, like
Yeah,
kitschy,
that's
but I
exactly what
love
that
it.
is.
I need to go
Love the
find
idea.
that now.
Okay, yeah, let me look that up.
Woo. Okay. Keep him from going airborne. You guys are doing a great job at that. Okay, one more guy. Where'd he go? Was it just that?
And back to Rikers you go.
Okay. I didn't know a turret counted as an enemy. But apparently they
Oh.
do.
Apparently.
It's because usually I immediately take out the turrets.
True.
Because they're a nuisance. Okay, I need to get more speed than that. There we go. I'm also trying to practice web swinging as fast as possible because I am considering speedrunning this game. At one point I knew how, but I never actually did an official run. Okay, and not losing speed like that.
We have reports of a bus being taken hostage. Witness reported location as
Oh
the
wow,
yard.
I actually found a Spider-Man toy of Spider-Man riding
Inmates have
on a
nothing to
legit
lose.
Harley.
I need to hey,
That's
is this bus
awesome.
owned by the Statue of Liberty?
I didn't expect that.
Hey,
Oh
can
my
we get a
God.
double finisher,
Okay.
please? Nope.
You know the show American Chopper?
Yeah.
They built a Spider-Man motorcycle.
Excuse me?
I
Where
shit
where
you
can I get
not.
one?
Where can I get them? I have no idea. Probably costs $1 million or something ridiculous. It's definitely a collector's item.
Oh man, again, thank you for so many people popping in. That was amazing. Yeah, today was not a fun day because I learned I didn't get my dream job that I was kind of led to believe I had a really good shot at.
Control. What's your status?
And then I kind of got strung along, and that was the end of it. Plus, I'm at a little bit of a abusive work environment in my current job. So today was just all of those things came together to cause a really shitty day, and I'm just very thankful for Hang Time throwing in the raid. That was
Especially from a guy that you love watching.
yeah. I've been watching Hang Time all day while I was working. I just had them on the background. They were talking about the they were doing voting that they had been doing for a while for the best song of all time. So they did like a top 50 list, and it was just a complete shit show. But it was really, really fun stream, and that was what was keeping me sane during a very stressful work day.
Oh yeah.
And then they were doing Cult of the Lamb for about an hour before I started here. And it was really fun. It was actually the first time I'd seen a Cult of the Lamb stream, so it was really cool.
No idea what that is.
So it's a... Okay, what? Where did that come from? Wait. Above. Oh. Okay. So Cult of the Lamb it's like an indie game with really, really cool 3D style, like 3D 2D art, I guess. Maybe like 2.5D, I guess.
Crazy Violet.
Are we done with this crime? Okay, thank you. Still a few Sable crimes left to do. And it has Twitch like integration. So like you can have people join your cult and see sacrifices and stuff that are your Twitch followers' names and stuff. So it's a game I'm considering at some point. We'll see. Conradical says, "Sorry to hear about your work situation." Yeah, it's rough.
We have bridges and tunnels closed.
But hey, tonight's been nice so far. It's been a great distraction.
Others have been barred from homes, placed under emergency quarantine. I'm hearing reports of tent cities, people sleeping in parks. It's like the Depression and the
We are trying to listen to all these podcasts, by the way.
Epidemic all rolled into one. I know times are hard and we are all struggling, but if you see someone who needs help, do what you can. That's the only way we'll make it through this. We must pull together or fall apart. Jared, write that down. That was a good one.
Actually, a really wholesome message from James.
And then he just turns it into, that was a good one. Write that one down. Everything's content.
Ground teams in port side.
You know what?
Control.
That's
Do you have an
what
updated
JJJ actually just said is like the foundation of my streams. Let's stick together, hold each other up, and just love on each other. That's the whole point. If you're a follower, I love you.
Hey,
if you're not a follower, fuck off.
Dude, if you don't follow this stream, you'll die. I don't care. Also, I love how Spider-Man was saying, is this turn into a robot? Is this a transformer?
Yeah. No, even if you're not a follower, if you're popping in to watch the stream, that means the world to me.
We'd be way cooler if you followed.
Oh man, if I can just finish people like that over and over again, that's how you make the stream as cinematic as possible.
Cinematic, yep.
Hey man, you're the last one left. Should I, It happened again! That's so weird.
Did the thing. Do you want to switch back to Web Blossom?
Oh, good idea. Let's switch to Web Blossom. And you know what? There's a few abilities I haven't really made use of yet. Defense Shield just gives me more defense. Spirit Fire sucks. We looked at that earlier. Concussive Strike. Concussive Strike is fun. Let's look at that. Ooh, we get Last Stand Suit. Terrible power. Well, wait. Oh, actually, an amazing power. I forgot that that's the power for... Okay. So...
This is Stable Control. Need an update.
Last Stand is like a...
Oh, wow.
Traffic control established. Checking all
I don't even remember exactly the Last Stand storyline, but it's like Spider-Man on the run as a fugitive sort of situation.
Yeah, it looks like Spider-Man cosplay as Red Hood.
Yeah, it kind of does. Oh, let's throw that away, please.
That was cinematic, but just fighting in the lightning, that was cool.
I tried to make that as cinematic as possible, and I just jumped away from the fight. Oops! Oh, nice! I jumped backwards into that guy. And into that guy! Let's go!
Ultra combo.
Okay, so Unrelenting Fury makes it so they can't block my attacks. I just punch away. Very, very good. And I believe it increases my damage as well. But it also works for webs. So Sable has like anti-web armor. You can just be like, nope.
Can't stop it.
And just web them up to a wall. It's very good.
Right, playing Sea of Thieves in the background.
Someone needs a nap.
I am an addict.
It happens.
Conradical. Isn't that the story where JJJ becomes mayor in the future and Eddie Brock is the secretary who is manipulating him from behind the scenes?
Oh, that sounds really familiar. I want to say that's Rain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't order any more
But you might be right. That could be Last Stand.
Oh wait, are all of these suits like official comic?
Almost all of them. Almost all of them.
Almost all of them. Wow.
Here, I can do a rundown
really
real quick.
Cool, actually.
Here, let's do a quick rundown. So this is the advanced suit made for this game. This is the classic Spider-Man Noir from that series. Scarlet Spider from the Scarlet Spider arc. The electrically insulated suit, which I believe Spider-Man wore for his third or fourth time facing Electro, so that he would be insulated. Negative suit was made for this game, but it's to mimic Negative Man. Stark suit is the original Tom Holland suit. Secret Wars from the Secret War line. Mark II is from, there's a storyline where Pete loses his powers and has to get like special armor to protect himself and still be Spider-Man. So that's one of his armors. Spider-Punk is from, I believe there's a What If, or maybe it's just called Spider-Punk. The wrestler suit is mimicked after his wrestling days early on. Fear itself is from a Asgardian storyline where the Asgardians make this atrocious suit for him with these like weird gauntlets. The stealth big time suit is also in the comics. I believe it's the big time storyline, I believe is what it is. Mark III is another one of those Spidey armor when he doesn't have his powers armor. Spirit Spider is from a storyline where Spider-Man is in hell, and a bunch of heroes go into hell to save a bunch of heroes, and Spider-Man's one of them. That's what he looks like. Mark IV suit is another one of those powerless. Spider-Punk is an alternate universe prowler. Okay, you're right. Mark IV suit is another one of the he doesn't have his powers suits. Velocity suit was made for this game and is designed to mimic like car stylings, specifically because they wanted a power that makes you run faster. Iron Spider suit from the Tom Holland 2099 black suit, which is the original 2099 suit.
So cool, I forgot about that one.
2099 white suit is he upgrades from this suit into this suit. Vintage comic book suit is just the original with all the comic book styling. Last Stand is from that series. Homemade is the suit you kind of get to wear see Tom Holland wearing at the beginning of that series. Dark suit was created by Black Cat and given to us in this game. It's created for this game. This is Tobey Maguire. This is the bombastic bag man when Spider-Man had to join Fantastic Four for a little bit because he didn't have a suit. So he just borrowed...
I didn't know that was a thing.
He just borrowed Human Torch's suit and threw a bag on his head. This is Future Foundation from that series. This is from Tom Holland's second movie. This is from Tom Holland's first movie. This is from No Way Home. This is from No Way Home. This was an armored suit designed after the advanced suit in this game. Arachnid Rider is based off of Madam Web from the 90s cartoon. And then this is the Andrew Garfield suit. And we have a bunch that are still not unlocked, but I believe most of them are from their own series as well.
the stealth suit looks like he's in Splinter Cell, and I love that.
It's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah. And the Noir suit looks like a brainchild of Ant-Man and Star Wars.
Ant-Man and the Noir suit?
Love the spirit of protest.
Yeah, I think
but
so.
Maybe wait till we're not in a state of emergency.
This one?
Let the stream catch up for a second. Hold on.
This is just the 20s outfit.
I think the goggles are giving me Ant-Man vibes. That's
Oh,
probably
I
the
can
only
see
thing.
that. I can see that.
Yeah, now that I give it a second look, not even close.
Okay,
It's just the goggles.
we're done here in Hell's Kitchen.
Woo.
Okay, we're making progress. Let's get to Greenwich and take out some more crimes.
What about Hell's Kitchenette? Bad joke, sorry.
That's Electra.
Oh.
Oh man, thank you again to Hang Time for sending a raid here. Oh,
Hell yeah.
you guys don't know how much that means to me.
Conrad, thanks for the follow.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. I super appreciate it.
Imagine
Ow.
being a cool guy.
All right, this is why Unrelenting Fury's good. Hello, big guy. I don't care that you're big anymore.
Jesus, yeah, friggin' around that big guy is crazy.
I love that it makes like a sound like you're hitting a car.
Oh, God.
Oh, they're running. That's not what you want.
What? Oh, wait.
So if they get away, I actually fail the crime.
Oh, wow.
Luckily, it's pretty easy to catch up to him usually, but I have failed a couple times because of that. There we go.
And my collection is complete.
Excuse me?
Cats. Cats with felony convictions.
Sable's like, oh man, Spider-Man's committing a crime. Shoot him!
Fucking roof Koreans.
Okay. And we cleared that rooftop. So another feature of this game is that during the third act of this game, there's just pockets of enemies stationed all around trying to target you. And you can permanently clear them from their perches by just taking them out. So I'm doing it occasionally. It seems to be helping trigger crimes, so.
Spoiler! This joyride ends right back at Rikers.
Okay, there's another guy here.
Carjacker delivery.
And I believe last one, huh?
Gotta shut.
Last one, all right.
Hell yeah.
Got it. Why they threw a brick on the accelerator, I don't know, but. Oh, you guys are all in it. Did you guys steal these motorcycles from Tombstone's gang?
Rikers in
Let's blow those right up.
You can't find them when you're
On your face.
No,
They're
no,
everywhere.
just saying no change the outcome.
It means you don't get a motorcycle blowing up on your face.
I think this is
I
proof they weren't
prefer
ready for-
that personally.
I think most people
Just
would.
saying. Yeah. I think that's fair. I need to get the microphone arm set up so I'm not getting
Calling agent
residual
stationed at
noise from the
Tenderloin.
table.
Auto-release Devil's Breath in Times Square. That's a good place to start.
I like how there's this national pandemic, or this citywide pandemic going on. I'm just like, you know what? We're good.
Even your white blood cells have a spidey sense, so you're fine.
I'm just gonna take down a bunch of crimes instead of taking care of the pandemic. YouTube, please don't flag my video.
Right.
They actually flagged one of these videos. I believe it was the last one, actually. They actually flagged it for talking about COVID.
Oh, wow. What does it mean? They put a little banner.
I mean, yeah, it means they
saying,
put the
"Here's
thing
your
of, like-
information about COVID."
Yep.
Okay.
I was like,
Well, that's not
no,
all-
we're talking about
all
Devil's
bad.
Breath. You idiots!
Oh. Ah. Okay. So you weren't actually talking about COVID.
I'm talking about
Well,
the
that's
pandemic
tough,
in the game.
Right,
Unless
in-game
people observation
pandemic.
first.
As
Should make my
opposed
day
to
a little
real-life
easier.
pandemic. With the disease that shall not be named.
Oh shit! I said COVID.
Many times, in fact.
Where are we with Union Square?
I just keep saying
get ready
COVID. What's
for a
wrong?
little-
Damn it!
Charges will be
But the guy who's trying not to curse but keeps cursing because he does.
Strong-arming civilians.
Oh, I mean, I said at the beginning of this one, like, historically, I've tried to censor myself a little bit. Fuck that. I'm done.
Fuck it. There you go. I was gonna say, because you gave me permission to curse as I do.
Yeah, I was like, maybe if a potential employer sees this and they don't like it, you know what? Screw it. the employer I was worried about just said, yeah, you were second, so fuck off.
Oh,
Okay, just how big
Yeah,
is
fuck you
Sable
too,
International's
employee. How about
HR
that?
department?
So I'm just gonna go, okay, well,
okay.
let me know if you have anything, but I'm just gonna be myself on stream. I'm gonna stop censoring myself because censoring's bullshit anyways.
Yeah, I agree.
Sable's getting out of control.
Okay.
Is rounding up civilians her idea? It's for Norman's.
Oh, that is a sniper right about to hit me.
The only way you guys
Oh,
would be
God.
welcome is if you were collecting student loan payments.
Wow. His friend just absolutely murdered him.
I'd imagine my record isn't looking too great.
Spider-Man
Yeah, let's take down this APC.
authorized control. He's here. Contact. Contact.
Hey, does this turn into a robot?
Hey guys. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting that I don't have Web Blossom active. Let's do that.
Told you. You said you wanted Relenting Fury.
I wanted to show it off because we just got it.
Oh, true. Part of me really wants to see the superficial quips.
Yeah, so I showed it off a little bit earlier. There's actually a kind of a cheat
go.
with quips because the quips refill really quickly.
Wait, can you just charge quips and switch another suit?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
The first one will always be low, right? So you basically get like one free ability usage by triggering ability, waiting for it to reload, triggering quips, and then switching.
Okay.
Okay, so we got a few more Sable crimes. I'm just gonna try to finish clearing these out. It's as soon as we're done with all these side quest stuff, the next we might be done in 2 streams. That's how much this like Arc 3 kicks off and moves quick.
Need a report of the situation
Gotcha.
north of Houston.
Granted, I'm also doing the
That's right
DLC,
now.
so
All suspicious persons.
That's why we're doing this all now.
yep. It's because I the next section of the story is amazing, and I don't want to have any interruptions.
That's fair.
Plus, the stronger we are, the easier it is for some of these ridiculous fights. Okay, that's a crime right there. And I've completed the task. And where is it? Did it disappear? It disappeared. Great!
Hell yeah.
That is a glitch I've noticed on the PC version that does not happen on the PlayStation version. In fact, most of the glitches I've encountered, I've never seen on the PlayStation version at all.
That's what happens when you port games. Sometimes, just because of the software, the operating system, it's going to be a bit more difficult.
Right. It's weird though too, because this is clearly the best looking version of Spider-Man. Like,
I mean, that's fair, 'cause
graphically,
you
this
can
game is way nicer looking with ray tracing and everything.
Of course.
And you don't have
Need a
to.
really kick-ass GPU to do it, but it's a thing.
Yeah, you don't have to compete between 4K and 60 frames either. It's not either or. You can do all of it.
What processor, what GPU are you using?
That's a good question. I don't remember right now. It's a really good Radeon.
There. Hope that
Oh,
was
is it
stable down some.
6600
I believe
or
it's
something?
it might be a 68.
Oh wow, yeah.
I don't know.
That's
It's the second to highest.
yeah, I was gonna say that's like
Where are we? We can't get
super,
square. Control,
super new, super
you're
top
arresting
tier.
civilians who refuse to cooperate with
That's
location
competing with
fire
like GTX or is
It-
it,
it-
RTX
it's-
3080, 3070?
It's yeah, it's on the same level as the 3080.
Yeah,
And actually,
then you're
with my
far-
system, I'm overperforming that too.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, when I ran the comparison, they actually said it was closer to the comparison software I was using. Said my system was basically running around the same as a 3080 Ti.
Makes sense. And yeah, no wonder you can do the ray tracing.
I spent a lot of money putting this computer together. It was pretty much all of the money I saved this year, and a little bit from last year. And then rent went up, and
And work for it.
then I had a bunch of other, stuff happen. No, I can't save money anymore, and I'm at a job that hates me.
Right. Funny enough, last year, one of my classes, I was doing research on ray tracing, like the history of it, and why it's such a difficult thing to do.
Sable's getting out of control.
So I'm amazed that we can actually do
Clear.
that kind of stuff
We're
live
here in
with
Greenwich. And
4K,
we have
60 frames. It's really cool.
we have 3 sections left.
What? Is rounding up civilians her idea?
Yeah, for sure. Ray tracing is the just the CPU load. I noticed a difference in ray tracing. It's just my CPU
It's
now had to like
huge.
process a little bit faster because of it too. So I went from like 50 to 60%. Conradical says, "Hey fellas, got to head to work for now. You guys have a great rest of the show." Hey, thank you so much for coming in. I super
Much
appreciate it. Love you. Thank you for popping in.
Love you, no homo.
Jeez. We really need to worry about that.
They don't like you like you.
I mean, we don't have to.
Behind you.
Okay. Hey, look at that. Oh God, I didn't even realize that the rest of the enemies were snipers. Yeah, this is a good time though.
Oh my god, there's like
Quit.
17 exclamations above you. Jesus.
Love you too, all the homo.
Hell
Perfect.
Yeah. Have a good
Better.
day at work, dude. Fucking better.
That's a
dude.
better answer.
Damn right it is.
Bye. Okay, that's not what I was aiming for there. Hey, let's listen to a quit.
See how I took down the kingpin? Hashtag not so humble brag.
Okay. You got a humble brag? Really? That was the quip?
That's this clip's kind of suck. Oh, that one did.
Some of them were good.
I've been famous for 8 years. Just once I'd like to try being rich.
That was a pretty good one. It wasn't really much of a quip though, I guess.
Be advised, escape prisoners have started a riot.
Already?
I'd like to try to do rich.
Oh man, this game
Before
is
they kill someone.
like loving me right now.
Time for fire safety lessons with Uncle Spider.
I really
All
thought
the
we wouldn't
crimes.
finish all the crimes this stream, but
We might.
I still have like an hour and a half to 2 hours left in the stream. Like I got this.
Oh, wow,
Okay,
yeah.
unless I just get completely beat to shit.
That's also possible.
Let's use the web blossom.
Okay, now I'm just showing off.
The web blossom got my focus maxed out. That worked nicely. There's one guy left standing and he goes, "We can still win this!"
Some way to get things under
No, you can't.
control.
Who is we?
Dude, all of your friends can't hear you right now. They've been knocked unconscious.
Yeah, they're taking a nice little nap. I hope you realize.
What do we got here? Hey guys.
Situation. Okay, I'll get you off the island. Right back into Rikers.
Oh, that was incredibly lucky. I happened to accidentally stealth take out the whip guy.
Nice.
The most difficult guy to take out in the entire group. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Alright. What's up, bro? That looks insane. What looks insane? Woo! Ah! Ugh! Stay down. Is there somebody left? Okay. That's a lot of convicts with guns. Yeah. So last stream
Is making everyone desperate to escape.
we had a bunch of convicts get guns. Oh wait, it's the cops. Yeah, that is the SWAT team.
The SWAT team that are being completely useless and saying
Also
that
with a lot of guns.
they, also, well, yeah.
Why don't the police?
Hello, boys.
You ask? Oh, you're going to love this. It seems the prisoners ambushed a convoy carrying weapons and ammunition for the authorities and took it all for themselves. The police are outgunned by their own guns. All right.
I wonder
This is
who's
where the
there.
rubber meets the road. This is where we
Is
see
somebody
State
there?
International and Spider-Man
Meowdy.
are the protectors.
Oh my god!
These criminals aren't hiding.
It's a cat.
They're right
I just woke
What do we do?
Daring
Just-
come get them.
It's a hell of a nap.
Well,
It's a
we're
late nap.
waiting.
Yes.
For some reason I did not hear a hell of a nap. I was like, that's a hell of an ass. I was like, what is happening?
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Crime!
That is not how you. Nope. That is not how you treat people in my friendly neighborhood.
Let's go.
Web blossom.
Lay?
I
Ow.
like how JJJ was like, oh, you're gonna love this, guys. These convicts got guns, you know, from the authorities. And it's just like, maybe the authorities don't need those guns. Maybe they don't need military grade ammo. Then the convicts wouldn't have had anything to steal.
Well, to be fair, they raided the SWAT team and a high max security prison.
That is fair. Those
As
are cool
well.
barricades. Those are really cool barricades. I like those a lot.
Oh, these,
Really
yeah.
gives a guy a run for his money.
When everything's safe, it turns blue. When everything's bad, it turns red.
Times Square.
That's
where I should start
cool.
tracking Otto.
It's too bad they're the bad guys right now. Okay. How are we doing here? I keep switching to suits. 3 more Sable crimes. We have a bunch of crimes in Chinatown. A few more, just a couple more in Midtown, and then our last outpost, and then we will be straight up on the story.
Ground teams to
Oh,
control.
nice.
What's the situation in the
So
financial
like I
district?
see NYC like Crawler, right? Is his Twitter handle or whatever. Do you post shit to Twitter?
This is really
Do
flattering.
you post it to
Don't
y'all and
overthink
stuff?
why I only like her as a
Oh,
The
yeah.
Selfies that you
Uh,
take? Oh
let's
my
see.
god, that's cool.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Press X for more details. Yeah. So here's my Twitter. I haven't shown this
Oh.
off at all. I completely
My
forgot
No,
about
you
it.
haven't. Oh my
Uh,
god, that's
shit.
awesome.
And then you get like a Twitter feed of a bunch of people talking about the city.
Oh,
that's
that's
cool.
really cool.
Sable tried to arrest us, but NYC wall crawler stopped it. Never
No,
thought I'd
Sable.
get this happy seeing Spider-Man destroy an
Sable.
armored vehicle. Dude, crush that Sable APC. Sable is
Sable
the
is a
mercenary
mercenary
group
faction.
Got it.
that Norman Osborn summoned to help protect the city from Negative Man, and then to prevent Doc Ock from getting the Devil's Breath, and then they essentially sucked so bad that they let him have the Devil's Breath, and that's the situation we're in now.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like they just are just enabling it with, well, keeping up appearances.
Basically, they are doing all the wrong things for the right reasons, basically. It's one of those, like, stories.
Ends justify the means.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, yeah. And very quickly, the lesson to Sable, who runs the mercenary group, is you're an idiot. You know, kind of like, oh, we accidentally released a pandemic on the world because we didn't take care of this the right way.
Wait, so Dragon's Breath is worldwide? I thought it was limited to NYC.
Well, it's so contagious that if it doesn't get
Allegory.
taken out quickly, it'll become a worldwide pandemic. It's super contagious,
What does it do?
and it kills people.
Well, does
it's-
it, like, put symptoms and stuff? I'm just
It's a respiratory disease that causes like blood in the lungs.
When did this come out? Is this
So-
developed pre-COVID or post-COVID?
Oh, this was made in 2018,
Actual criminals
Oh
instead
my
of me.
god, okay.
and they basically
Nice.
predicted how they
Nice.
almost basically predicted COVID.
So someone played this game and was like, hell yeah. Let's
Yeah,
go.
that lab in China, they're like, this is a great idea.
Yeah. They're like, this is
Yeah.
fucking brilliant.
Lethal force authorized.
Let's make some
Guys,
sick bats
I love New York.
and make them
It's not my
into sick soup. And then just
Sick bat soup.
sick bat soup, boys.
Web Blossom. Hey, fuck all y'all.
Great way to. It's a great way to keep this jetpack going.
That guy's alive somehow.
Not giving Sable International a good review.
Okay, we're clear. All right. We're just gonna hang out in Chinatown for a little bit, and then we have a very quick run through Midtown, and we'll get to the story. We might even get to the next story mission before the end of the stream with how fast this is going. I'm stoked.
Molto bene.
See, we still have a few viewers from that hang time raid. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh. That absolutely made my day.
Police van is under assault. Please respond.
Magpie, you weren't here, but
Over.
I've been watching hang time on Twitch all day
Nice.
to kind of distract myself from
the
the
That's
shitty day I've had. And they raided me at the end of their stream
Aw,
tonight.
hell yeah. Well, how meowdy guys. Nice to meet ya. I'm Magpie. I don't have anything else to say.
That's okay.
Beans. There you go.
Beans.
Beans. That's it. Thank
Okay.
you for coming to my TED Talk.
That's how you're supposed to take care of people when they're running away.
You'll see, it's kind of sweet how they tried to save their friends.
Cracking
All right.
in the cerebellum. Love
We don't
it.
punch them, but
Yeah, we're just causing CTE to all of New York City.
Slowly but surely. That's the
stop this before
Spider-Man
they kill
plague is
someone.
CTE. These keys, come on.
And another crime appeared right in front of me. This game loves me right now. What is happening?
Nice RNG. Coos, when I said you can get on the desk, I didn't mean it wrong, so thank you. You're a great cat.
Oh, come on. I never noticed the passenger. Can you please? Hello?
Passenger.
There we go. There we go. This is gonna be the easy mash, but I still want to make sure I got it. Okay. You guys gonna shoot at me or?
They're just like, yo, it's fucking Spider-Man. Let's take a selfie.
Oh, speaking of which,
You should see if you can take one of them, like, pass the fuck out, or like.
Oh my god, yes.
I
Wait,
really like that.
better
costume,
picture.
that suit.
Oh my god.
looking cute.
Looking cute, guys.
Oh my god.
I have something disconnecting and reconnecting over and over again. I'm not sure what. So that's fun.
It's just to keep you on your toes. It's
That guy
just to
had
keep
one
you-
hit.
Ready for civilian life.
That's phenomenal.
I made sure to take a picture of him as that spooky, scary skeleton. Alright, we got another level up. What do we got? Health. Okay. I'll take it.
Situation in the Lower East Side. Control A.
Another crime that quickly? What is happening?
You're not
So,
gonna
you guys
the
stop wanting to
RNG
kill me
is
yet?
in your odds.
Hey, it's
It's in your
Spider-Man.
favor for this
Maybe the PC version made it like more likely to happen, but
Time to
like,
stop the convicts.
They might have gotten a complaint.
because I'm not
enough
kidding.
crime, not
I have
accurate
spent
to New York City.
okay. I have spent like over an hour just waiting for one crime to pop up before
Really? Like in-game time or real time?
in like real time.
Oh my god.
You asked for it. And we're done.
It seemed like you're all stuck.
City just got a tiny bit safer. Nice job.
Best Spider-Man quip. Go. Not one you've heard. One right off the top of your head.
Best Spider-Man quip go.
Yeah, go.
Come up with one?
Passenger, I hardly know her.
Hey, you heard that one, you bitch. Everyone
Right.
knows Spider-Man can't pay his rent, but I live in JJJ's head rent-free.
Let's play the quiet game.
Love that.
There you
That
go.
was good.
That works.
Kiss. Don't you fucking try and knock over my what?
Ah,
Drink
cat
from the
problems.
straw. You're not physically able to drink from the straw. I'm
What?
sorry.
I dodged that. Okay, that's a lot of snipers. He shot me through a wall. Through an entire building.
Oh my god, again? Fun fact, dogs and cats do not have cheeks.
Ow, ow, ow.
I see them right here. Look at her cute little pinky little cheeky. She put her paw on my hand and just pushed my hand.
It's like, stop.
Mom,
Okay.
stop,
Fuck off,
please.
Mom. Here, you want plant water, you fucking weirdo?
You tell me I'm adorable every day. I don't care.
Mom, you're embarrassing me.
That guy just... That guy just yeeted himself off the building. He was not interested in fighting Spider-Man.
Said, fuck this shit. I am out of here. Here,
I'd
Spidey, I'll web myself to the building for you. Have fun, buddy.
I'd rather fall off the building on my own terms, thank you.
That web didn't yank him to a wall. It yanked him to a ceiling.
Dead.
What the?
Look at
That
Oh
guy's
my God.
100% dead.
He is,
Oh yeah.
He is gone. He's donezo. Look
I
at
should
that.
get
He-
out of
uh-oh.
here.
Yeah, just like walk away
Oh
slowly.
my
like,
Jesus.
just.
I should leave.
Ooh.
Requesting status
Yeah,
update from
I
East
think it's
Village.
time to go.
All right, what are we doing?
I should
What do we got here? Okay, you guys have to throw 3 things at me at the same time? Is that where this is going? Oh no! Okay. Really don't like those turrets. What just happened? I promise I am trying to make these as cinematic as possible. They're just not always happening.
This is Sable Control. What's the situation in Sty Village?
Really?
Control on the move. Priority target.
There just happened to be a Sable crime right down the street.
Oh yeah.
What is happening?
I mean, oh no, crime.
It's that hang time luck. Okay, please don't do that again. I said, don't do that again. I'd run away too.
Sable reinforcements? Why don't I have reinforcements?
Where are they? Oh, okay. I was looking at the car I already took out instead of the one right next to it that clearly is not taken out.
I see you've rolled a 1 on your perception check.
That's tends to happen in my life.
Not as uncommon as you would think.
I have some luck in D&D, and I have very little in real life.
I was gonna say that's where most of it goes.
Feel that with my entire soul. Whew. I'm just glad that, you know, Fantasy Grounds worked last Friday. It just,
Yeah, that was great.
It just needed me to threaten it a little bit, shake it up.
We had a D&D session on Friday, and I rolled 4 Magpie because she was not at home, and she got like an 18 and a 19, and it's going well.
Didn't I get like a what's advantage? Because I saw a green. I think I got like a 20 or 2 in a row or something, and it was after I threatened Fantasy Grounds because I rolled,
that's true.
Like we rolled once on Fantasy Grounds, and then like it was shitty, and I was like, okay. Next time roll came up, I was like, alright, Fantasy Grounds, I'll give you one more chance. I think it was a 20 that time. And then it just rolled well for me the rest of the night.
That guy's just gonna fall off.
Here's a question. Can you roll a blunt with advantage?
What do you mean?
Oh, the joke's gone. Okay.
Just roll 2 of them, and then see which one hits harder.
There you go. That's a good answer.
Where did that guy come from?
Where
did that rocket come from?
One less stable observation post. Should make my day a little easier.
Alright.
I don't know why. It just popped in my head about the Bluntosaurus. Does anyone know what I'm
I
talking
have
about?
no idea what that is.
What are you talking about?
Hold on.
She said?
Hold on.
Bluntosaurus.
The Bluntosaurus.
That sounds familiar. Wait, I just cleared out this raid!
You know you're the bad guys here, right?
Big root of big.
At this exact same spot!
Spider-Man never strikes twice in the same place.
More guys? Man, Silver Sable must be in a lot of job fairs.
How scared would you be to hear that over the radio? We gotta mount it!
Terrified.
I'd be like, alright, he's done though.
Yep, he's dead. I'm
he's
good.
Dead. I'm good. Yeah.
He said, boys, we are not sending reinforcements. Those guys get the short end of the straw, and we are going to leave.
Stick.
Oh fuck, I got hiccups.
Sable units
you
requesting
too.
status update for Little Tokyo.
What is happening?
Be advised, region highly kinetic.
I know it's like regular at this point. Maybe I should be expecting it, but
If that keeps up,
this is
someone could-
ridiculous luck.
Sorry, forgot my ID.
Or just like the PC version, they made it way easier to get crimes over and over again. Okay, let's just... I'm tired of all y'all.
Okay, so I have
You stop.
some news.
What's up?
I went thrifting with my mom, and I found a Lord of the Rings cup, and it's like a little
So glad Sable's after me now.
Douglas wine glass, and it's got like the One Ring inscription around the outer side of the glass. It's so
Ooh,
cool.
that's cool.
As if I didn't have enough to worry about.
We are done in
I tried
Chinatown.
drinking- I had some kefir in it earlier, and it was really good until Couscous came and just drank out of the fucking cup like it was hers.
No. It's such a waste. Kefir's great.
What is
Kefir's
kefir?
It was blueberry. It's like a probiotic cultured milk.
Oh,
I think it's like
it's
yogurt,
kind of like
but
a
you can drink
yogurt.
it.
Yeah,
Makes
it's like
nothing to
that sounds like something I'd hate.
hard yogurt, and it's really, really good for the stomach, and it's really tasty.
It's tasty. That's why.
I love it. It's so tasty. What do you get any flavors? Brian drinks it unflavored. He just drinks it straight
Unflavored.
unflavored, bro.
Nah, I like the blueberry. My
Blueberry
favorite.
is so good. Strawberry's pretty good too.
Strawberry's
I have seen Brian mash like fresh raspberries and then pour the kefir in with the raspberries. And that
These
seems
convicts
pretty
would use their freedom
that's
for something non-destructive.
Making it like a yogurt parfait.
Knitting.
Yeah. Huh. But a drinkable yogurt parfait.
1051. Fugitives in multiple vehicles are causing a major disturbance.
Huh.
Incident is active near Grand Central.
This is wild.
Criminals have been seen you go on this just phenomenal streak of crime fighting, and they're just lining up for you at this point.
I can't imagine being the police and being like, okay, we got another report of Spider-Man on this street, and then 2 minutes later, we got a report of Spider-Man on this street.
Right.
Where's the? Oh, okay, they pulled over. Thanks, guys.
I do have a question.
Yep.
Are the streets always that dirty? Or is it just because of, like...
It's just during this act.
Because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like
that's
that
why
is
I never
pretty
bothered to get my
accurate to New
Well, that
York.
and the web swing.
It's not. You're not wrong. They're in like a quarantine state situation.
Yuri, this sounds
Ooh,
nuts.
that's
I
hard.
think this group of Sable agents is locking people
All
up
right,
and
guys.
straight up
I
robbing
accidentally saved the hardest one for last.
That's for drug dealers.
Let's go.
Mobsters.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, well, they're applying it to
65
anyone with
hit
nice cars
combo.
or jewelry.
Which just makes them
Oh my God.
criminals.
Easy
You wanted
treatment.
clean combat. You got clean
I got it.
combat.
65 is gonna suck.
Nah, you're gonna. It's gonna be a masterpiece of cinema.
No talking during the
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello, boys.
Okay, I have further confirmation that this house is fucking haunted.
Oh, fun.
So my mom was in the bathroom this morning, and I had gone over to get ready to feed the chickens because we just got like a bunch of grubs with them. And apparently my mom called my name twice, and I didn't hear her either of those times. And she was like, she looked up from the bathroom. She turned on the makeup and stuff, and she looked over at the hallway, and she said she had a chill just run down her spine, and she felt alone in the house.
Oh, that's
Only
fun.
knowing that I hadn't left and that Brian was sleeping. And she was just like, that was the loneliest I've ever felt.
Oh.
And I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
fun.
Okay, good to know, Mom. Okay.
That's terrifying.
It was terrible. That
All it took
65
was
hit
your
combo was
story to
nothing.
get me to 65 hits, by the way.
I saw that. That was phenomenal. Told you it would be an easy peasy lemon squeezy.
It's way harder than I just made it look.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
could
impressed.
probably only get like a 2-hit combo before just like ruining it. I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt. I'll give myself. I can do a 3-hit
Take the
combo.
rest of the day off.
There you
I
go.
swear.
Oh, that was ugly. Get you down. Hey, man. I don't like that. He was literally running away from me.
Hey man, I don't want this.
He shot at me. I started running at him. He's like, oh, God.
Bad news. More Sable guys. Good
Okay.
news.
Electric punch. Here we go. Boom. Boom. There's my 10. Now we just gotta clear it.
Spider-Man.
And I'm just flailing wildly.
Sable International's got their hands
Cinema.
They don't
got,
care
like,
if
this-
we do.
What was that taking
Synergistic
down anyway?
triangle there.
But this makes it more fun. Thanks.
Don't you guys love that part of
That is.
Spider-Man movies where Spider-Man's just wildly flailing, not hitting anybody?
How many volts to arc through the air like that and keep stay up for like 5 seconds? Too much.
Hey man, how's it going?
Yes, enough to kill people, but that's not allowed.
There it is. That was the Masvidal knee.
Great. More of them. Look, I may consider surrendering if
The coolest finisher in the game. I want to believe it was 100% like modeled after that Masvidal knockout.
Maybe.
Don't know what I'm talking about. Just look out. I can't remember the other guy's name, but just look out. Masvidal fastest knockout. You'll find it. It's wild. It's one of the most gruesome sounds I've ever heard in a fight.
Oh Jesus.
We got a man down!
you guys just won't stop. Tell Silver Sable I said I'm not interested, and this is really getting stalkerish.
Ow! You hit me, you get a finisher.
Agent down. We need more men.
Oh, that's not fun. Oh, but he hurt himself. Sweet. You get a finisher. And you get a finisher.
That is my poor sister. So
What
my
now?
youngest sister, my youngest sister, is stationed in Florida, and she just drove to try and witness the Artemis launch,
It got scuttled.
and it got scuttled.
Oh.
She woke up at 2:30 in the morning to make a road trip all the way over.
Oh,
Seriously?
that's
Bummer.
rough.
How else did you think that would
Yeah.
end?
And she parked on some rich asshole's grass, and he like called the cops on her.
Oh. I don't know
So
if you guys caught that, but I got hit by a missile and 1 HP to the last enemy in the entire base.
Hell yeah.
Shit, dude. Hell
All the
yeah.
people in the cell.
If that's not
Got their
cinematic, I
property
don't know
back.
what is.
That
And
is.
Sable International swears they're going to prosecute that squad. I'll believe it.
I thought
they
we were
do
butt
it.
clenching when we were doing the challenges.
Spider-Man, good news. The mayor finally cracked the whip on Sable International. No more locking up New Yorkers without due process of law.
Guess they figured out it was a PR disaster. For once, we got a clean win.
Well, not quite. I hear rank-and-file Sable agents blame you for stopping the gravy train. They'll be gunning for you even harder now, and no one's going to stop them.
By now, I think it'd freak me out more if nobody was gunning for me. Let him come. I'll be ready.
Okay. Oh, no. Gotta wait for it to pop up. Okay. So... Okay, we have a few crimes to do, and then we are done with every side quest in the game. Once we get to the DLCs,
1043. Police
I've been really
transport assault by
contemplating
armed
not
officers.
100%ing the DLCs and just doing the stories, because
Dude,
we're gonna see Screwball again, and God, do I hate the Screwball challenges just so much. We'll see. I'll have to decide at the time.
I do, but like consider Black Cat.
Oh, Black Cat's
My
in the
collection
main
is
story.
Don't think of it as going back to
We won't be
jail.
skipping.
DLC?
Think of it as coming-
We won't be skipping Black
Oh.
Cat on the DLC.
The mass
I'll do the
breakdown
DLC, I
at
just don't know if I
Rikers
wanna do
Island,
the side
which camera
missions.
footage clearly shows Spider-Man
Are there
involved
any-
in, has spilled
I
countless
assume that means
hardened
there's like
criminals
nothing
into
really
our
interesting
streets
or
at the
unique
worst
about
possible
them. They're
time.
just kind of
I want to
like
hear how it's affecting you.
SFP
Big.
sort of stuff.
I don't know who I'm more scared of. The criminals or these Sable people?
SOP.
They've all
The only
got
one that's
guns.
unique is the Screwball challenges, and I hate them.
If one doesn't kill you, the other will.
You raise a very salient point, caller. In times of martial law, civil liberties are most at risk. My advice? Keep your head down. Don't go out unless you have to. Trust the police before
You know what?
Sable. They're from here. They're
Haven't done this in a while.
us. Document any abuses. At some point, this will be over, and they will be held accountable.
What do we do about the escaped inmates from Rikers, Mr. Jameson? They'll do anything. Looting, home invasion, murder.
Fight back. Arm yourselves with whatever you can. Legal firearms, baseball bats, pepper spray, hell, cooking spray in the eyes if that's all you got. We're New Yorkers. We don't lie down for anyone.
Okay, but what if it's one of these nut jobs with powers? Like that rhinoceros guy?
And my friend, you pray. And you go down fighting.
This is the state of our city right now. But also, look how pretty this game is.
It's also the city of our state.
What's the situation at Grand Central? Observation
And hey, we got a crime.
no sign of priority.
Let's go do it. That's the reason I climbed the building, is just because I was gonna wait for that podcast episode to end and then head to the next crime they gave me, and they gave me one immediately. Ooh, it's a rooftop one too. I'm pretty sure I got all of the tokens possible so far, so I think
All I
You just need
is
to clear
Sable
these
guy
out.
taking
Good.
pot shots at me. See if I can shut them down before they even know I'm here. Are those
Ow,
spotlights
what?
to attract my attention? Maybe make it less ambiguous. Oh, spider logo. Nah, we get sued.
Target is hostile. Really? I had no idea.
Sable set up a million
You know,
rooftop
It's a
posts just
shocker.
to hunt for little old me. Sort of.
As he's electrocuting
Shocker.
them. You know, Spider-Man is not Shocker.
Contact with Spider-Man control.
oh, that's
Maybe that's, you know,
To engage. I can't shake him.
I JJJ might believe that, but. Okay, just walk over here and hi guys. That was interesting.
reinforcements. Why don't I have reinforcements?
All right, last one. 8 reinforcements, so not the last one, but. Okay.
So I was playing Overwatch earlier today, and they were all discussing Overwatch 2, and they were like, I played the beta! And I was like, yeah, I did too, and it sucked. And they were like, oh, I really enjoyed it. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm glad you did. It's just not for me. And they're like, well then, what are you gonna do when the Overwatch servers, you know, Overwatch 1 servers go down? I was like, get a life.
Just stop playing this game.
Yeah, I'm just gonna not play the game. Like,
Why is this such a foreign concept to you people?
Oh my god. Spider-Man making my day almost as much as of Hang Time did.
Someone who can fight back.
honestly, I'll be glad to get rid of this toxic ass game.
Overwatch?
Yeah.
Whew. You need to stop shooting me, dude. Ow. You should probably swap back to Web Blossom. Oh, dang it. Thought it was still in the air for that one. There we go. There we go. The rest of the way should be easy. Unless I get hit by a grenade! Okay. How did that guy land on a car?
Always knew these Sable guys.
Okay, just a couple more. Two more.
Bad news.
2 more and we're done with all the side quests in the game. Let's go.
Holy shit.
Need a status update on Grammar.
There's one.
Control. Violation of martial law testing section 7. We've detained an illegal civilian gathering. Further action.
We need to have a chat about your definition of security.
What the fuck is this headline?
What headline are you reading?
Apparently Megan Thee Stallion is
Any more
gonna
Sable agents?
join the MCU.
Oh, yeah, she's gonna be in
What?
She-Hulk, apparently.
Oh, interesting.
You know what? Not as cool as the bomb we got last stream.
Was
The actor for Leapfrog joined in just to see who knew who Leapfrog was. He joined the stream and was like, hey, do you know who Leapfrog is? And I was like, I kind of do. And he goes, okay, 2 things. First of all, remember, ribbit and rip it. And I was like, okay, we're going to ribbit and rip it. Here we go. And then he goes, and watch out for episode 8 of She-Hulk, where Leapfrog and Daredevil are going to debut.
that's cool.
He was my only viewer at the time.
Damn.
Even better.
Although I think we had Easy
Wait, no,
Breezy,
that's
actually.
tragic because nobody else is going to know.
He's like a
It's
cryptid.
it's a highlight on the channel. So if you check
Oh,
out
sick.
the recorded streams, you'll see me reacting to the actor for Leapfrog in She-Hulk popping in unexpectedly and freaking me out in the best way possible.
Hell yeah.
I did not expect that to be.
The neighborhood
Like-
just got a little less friendly. Maybe I can dismantle this.
I don't think I
outpost.
ever would have expected an interaction like that just randomly with like 3 watchers.
Okay, now I'm just showing off.
But I'll take it.
I don't think I would either.
Yeah, I definitely do like
My bet is that he was looking for
Really wish Sable would tell
a
Raven
streamer
to
with
chill.
low a low like follower count to spread like information that he's clearly not allowed to share.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
We got the achievement. So, district completion in Midtown, 100%. Upper East Side, 100%. Harlem, 100%. Central Park, 100%. Upper West Side, 100%. Hell's Kitchen, 100%. Greenwich, 100%. And Financial District, 100%.
Fuck yes.
All we have left
Dude, look at that.
is the story.
Phenomenal.
And we have another 45 minutes left in the stream. Let's go. Ooh, a podcast.
Imagine this.
Ooh.
A stray shopping cart dents your car. You take it to the auto body shop, only that shop is a front for a drug lord called Tombstone, and he and Spider-Man have decided to have a power struggle at that precise moment. Sir, tell us the rest.
I start to go in and I see Spider-Man fighting this massive guy with fangs like a shark.
That would be one Lonnie Lincoln, a.k.a. Tombstone. Did it seem they were fighting over drug profits or merchandise? I understand there's talk of a new drug that turns its users into zombies.
I don't know what it was about. I got my ass out of there.
Sir, I understand you've been through a lot, but please refrain from using that kind of language. This is a family show.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm glad I split, because pretty soon, the cops and firefighters are there.
Ah, the real heroes. What a relief. I think we can all use a happy ending.
I thought this was a family show.
Jared, get rid of him!
Wow.
All right.
Get rid of him.
Thank you, JJ, for helping me celebrate getting all the side quests. All right. Here we go.
Spider-Man, here to lend a hand?
Story.
Yup. I
Thought
am
you might
here to
need
lend a
one,
hand.
officer.
As
You don't know
Spider-Man
the
runs
half
away.
of it. Never seen anything like this devil's breath stuff. Forensics is having a hell of a time.
News reports say this is where Otto released Devil's Breath. Might have left some residue I can track.
Okay, you have to mouse and keyboard these because they look really weird otherwise. Oh, what is this?
Some residue on this sign. Maybe I can isolate it.
Puzzle!
AT-rich leader sequence. This looks promising.
Let's start there. Let's see if this will do it.
Oh, this is kind of cool.
Got it.
I like this puzzle.
Actually, would
Oscorp's
I think I'd
modified
enjoy the
CPF-1.
Spider-Man puzzles.
Definitely Devil's Breath.
They are really fun.
Should be able to track the dispersal path now.
We've
Trail
done
goes
quite
in
a few of them.
directions. Need to find the right one.
Okay, the correct one is this one. I really don't remember.
Vapor trail heads up that building.
I think this is it right here. I think I got it.
Trail jumps between these buildings.
Yep,
Trail
I got
leads
it.
down into those vents. What was
Check it
Otto
out.
doing up here? Should be a door or an access hatch around here. Well, this is moody.
All right, we're about to uncover exactly how the raft
Must
had
be
such
some
a
way to hit the
giant
lights.
breakout.
It was
Ooh.
good job.
Oh, of course.
There be light. Whoa. Was Otto using this as a staging ground? Chaos of the prison break would have been perfect cover to move in.
Let's investigate.
Martin Lee. Can't believe this is the same man I knew at Feast. Seems like Otto and Lee have more of a history than I thought. How
Dr.
long have they known
Octavius.
each other?
Thank you for the medication. It's helped some, but the episodes continue to grow stronger. Things haven't been this bad since I was a child. I feel like I'm barely in control. Yesterday, during Osborn's address, I came close to blacking out. Seeing him triggers feelings I thought I had long buried. I'm not sure how much longer I can live in his shadow like this.
He's living in
Looks like Otto
Osborn's
recorded
shadow?
messages for his crew.
Yep.
That's
what he said.
I guess I'm missing. Interesting.
Oh, Martin. When I first realized it was you targeting Osborn these past weeks,
Oh, I got a
I
new
was
blanket
shocked
and
and
it's
saddened.
really nice.
But then, as the
Nice.
situation evolved before my eyes, I felt inspired. You took the bold steps I had always dreamed of, Martin, and you took them without hesitation. I am honored now to join you on this path towards true justice.
Okay. So that's what he was doing with Martin Lee.
Otto's rage is driving him. The neural interface is exacerbating it, but his hate is genuine. He'll destroy the whole city to hurt Norman.
Who's the Spider-Man? So he has some sort of anomaly in his brain. And, oh, hey, look at that. He has the plans to the
convenient.
raft.
Oh.
Okay, so it was definitely 100% him.
Norman. Feel like I can't turn around without seeing his face. He smiles for the cameras, collects his accolades. His boots
Excuse me.
pressed against my neck. Why can't anyone else see how selfish he is? How reckless? How evil? If only they could be made to see the Norman I know. The man behind the mask.
That's a hell of a vendetta.
Looks like Otto's been studying Sable's tech
Right.
for weaknesses.
Is there anything I can examine here? Maybe? Doesn't look like it. Okay.
Good old Rhino. My second favorite Russian. Otto developed a corrosive to free Rhino from his suit. A certain government agency spent years trying and failing to do that. Only took Otto a few days.
So he figured out how to get Rhino out of his suit. That's important.
Alexei, I've followed your career with great interest. The world sees you as a witless dullard. I see a warrior with a poet's heart. I know you desire freedom from the battlesuit you're sealed inside. Help me achieve my goals, and freedom shall be yours.
Mac Gargan, aka Scorpion, aka Crazy Pants McCrazy. Scorpion's helping Otto in exchange for a clean slate. Criminal record expunged? Gambling debts erased?
That's a hell of a criminal record.
Yeah, it is.
Vandalism, larceny, assault, grand larceny, extortion, witness intimidation, aggravated assault, kidnapping, attempted murder, first-degree murder.
That's a hell of a rap sheet.
It's rare for me to admit this,
63%
Mr. Gargan.
of kills.
Clearing your debts was more difficult than I anticipated. You're in arrears to
I
some
did you notice there was a
demanding
loan ad
individuals. But
in the background?
once the reservoir job is finished, your
Even
financial
in
obligations
fantasy.
Right, that's why.
finished as well.
We can't
Otto
escape.
Octavius is nothing if not
Otto's gonna
persuasive.
take out a huge loan to just give him all the money, so that he doesn't have any more financial obligations.
Interesting.
It's like he knows exactly what these people need.
Old man Vulture. I've tangled with him more than anyone else here.
Oh, that was an interesting graphical glitch there.
Power source for Vulture's wings gave him spinal cancer. And Otto's developing an experimental treatment to save him.
That looks rough.
Yep.
Wait, what is it? He's developing a what?
Cancer in his spine. Oh, one sec. I need to ban this guy real quick.
Oh boy.
Oh, I can't. There we go. Block. See ya. Just gonna fix that.
Oh, sorry, Goose.
Okay. Magpie, is it possible for you to delete that comment for me?
Yeah, let me see.
Electro. Total live wire, that one.
It keeps saying there's an unexpected error while loading. Please try again later.
Oh, okay then. Great.
Max, when you first conveyed your dream to me, I thought you insane. Pure energy.
Well, if anybody wants
There we go. I got
to
it.
get banned from Twitch, you know where to go.
Problem, I discovered a way to give us both what we desire. I promise you, when we are done, you will be pure energy. Or so close to it as to make the difference irrelevant.
All right. So he's just gonna help the crazy guy become energy. That's all Electro needs. He just needs to be energy. Oh, and he learned a way to puncture Sable's uniforms. Good. Great.
Why get a loan from Dr. Ock
this
and
now?
just get a sponsorship from G Fuel or some shit?
UV bulb.
Drink G Fuel! Become pure energy!
There you go.
What?
Must
I
be a way to
it
get
needs
that
power.
lamp on.
Right. Let's go back to this control.
There we go. Hidden markings.
There we go.
Otto's tasked the villains to destroy Oscorp holdings throughout the city. He's trying to take apart Norman's empire piece by piece.
All right. That's good. Icarus. Lead to secure the DB anti-serum. Okay, so they're going to control the anti-serum to Devil's Breath too. I'm missing one thing and I don't know what it is. Oh, maybe it was... Oh, is it that?
Electro's big
probably.
pipe dream is to become pure energy. Doc actually managed to modify his harness to get a little closer to that goal.
So in case you guys were wondering why I use mouse and keyboard for these parts, I'm barely touching the right analog stick right now. There's some sort of communication here that's like completely weird with looking around in these zoomed in sections with mouse and keyboard.
Wow.
Okay, that's what I was forgetting to do. Okay, Scorpion.
Must be trying to poison the city's reservoir. Another Oscorp-owned property.
Great. Rhino.
Rhino's targeting Oscorp's shoreline properties. Which is he hitting first? And why? Seems like the last
Oscorp?
stage of the plan is a direct assault on Oscorp. And most likely, Norman. Electro's disabling Oscorp power plants. Makes sense.
And finally,
What's
Vulture.
Vulture doing in Times Square? I need to keep my guard up.
Okay. Oh, maybe I need to highlight this.
Lee's going after the Devil's Breath anti-serum. Using something called Icarus?
Okay, I mean, good now. I feel like I'm going crazy. Oh, I didn't listen to this. I bet.
Adrian, what bitter irony that your miraculous wings should have brought such horrors on your body. Thankfully, you are now working for me. When our work is settled, the treatment I've developed will cure you. You won't shuffle off this mortal coil just yet, my friend.
Great. What am I missing? I'm missing something over here. Okay, this is the last thing I believe.
Icarus. This is it.
Okay, what's Icarus?
Hello, Spider-Man.
When you
We
fly
haven't
too
been
close to the
properly
sun and your
introduced.
wax wings melt.
I'm
Otto Octavius.
There is no Icarus, is there?
No. Martin needs
sorry,
no
I've
assistance to secure the
No, you're
anti-serum. Icarus was a ruse
It's at least
to
a
get
little
you
bit
into
funny.
position.
Into position?
Whew. That was a close one.
Ooh, this is a classic, yeah.
Need a lift? So refreshing.
Oh, guys, we're so close to the end.
Backup plans for his backup plans.
MJ, hey!
Pete, are you okay? What's happening?
Traffic's rough. Listen, Lee's gunning for the anti-serum. We need to find Oscorp's Devil's Breath lab before he does.
On it right now. Pull up every building permit in the city. If there's a record of the lab, I'll find it.
That's great. Okay, talk soon, MJ.
That seems problematic. That we have the Vulture and Electro. Now we know why Vulture was there.
Trap failed? Softened him up. Time for plan B.
Let's do this.
Teamwork's beautiful, ain't it? Helping you reach those unattainable goals. Like killing Spider-Man.
That was almost heartwarming, Electro. You really grew in prison, didn't you?
Where'd he go? There he is. So it was really smart that they had Electro doing a bunch of electricity stuff earlier. And they're like, hey, shoot down the pylon things. And then in this like big fight with Electro, they just give it to you. Just like
yeah.
it's a really cool way to teach your players how to perform a mechanic that's specific to a boss.
I must break you.
You must break me.
You got it! You got my joke! I'm so happy I can almost stop fighting! Almost!
Oh! Oh, I've never seen that before!
Better when you two were loners.
Holy shit.
I'm making this cinematic.
Yo, the fuck.
Huh. Very cinematic. That dodge! Come on, let's go.
He doesn't stand a chance.
Oops.
Yeah, we got this.
Again, hate to be the pessimist, but I don't think you guys are assessing this situation accurately.
Oh, I did not. Okay. Got it.
One down,
I
one to go.
took the damage there because I knew I was taking him out.
How many times have we done this dance, Adrian? A dozen? 2 dozen?
Finisher.
Once too many. Tonight will be your last waltz.
Got him. That was very close to being a perfect fight. And you guys got some
dude.
amazing cinematic views there. All right. Next guy.
What's happening?
SWAT just showing up to do
Electro's been
nothing.
grounded.
Spider-Man, I presume. If you really cared about this city, you'd be helping me expose Osborn for the criminal he is.
By killing innocent people?
I would have restored the power.
You're sick. You need help.
I have all the help I need, and we will not stop until Norman gets what he deserves.
That is not good. What happened, Otto? Well, apparently, I mean, judging by those recordings, even though the arms twisted his mind a bit.
Hate it when I team up. Just
He was already
need
kind of
to
crazy.
Catch my breath.
Okay. Man, we still have time. I could do one more.
What time? Oh man.
Ooh.
All right. So we've taken down Electro and Vulture.
Need to update Yuri. Yuri, Vulture and Electro are down. 4 to go.
I saw. Also noticed a rooftop in Times Square exploded. Wouldn't happen to be related, would it?
Nothing gets by you. It was Octavius' staging ground. He's using the villains to pull apart Oscorp. Vulture and Electro were targeting power plants. Scorpion's going after water treatment. Not sure about Rhino yet. Something along the shoreline.
That's good enough to start. I assume you're going after Scorpion?
Yeah. City's already on the brink. If we lose clean water, we might never come back. I'll update you when I make progress.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's go take down Scorpion.
Let's do it.
The OG Spider-Man villain.
Really?
Well, one of the OGs, at least.
Okay.
He might be...
My ignorant self thinks of Green Goblin as the original.
I should check on mine.
Oh, the Green Goblin is not even
That's
close.
what I was gonna
Green
ask
Goblin
you.
is like
I'm fine.
Like,
you and May are in the middle of
15 to 20,
We're
or
busy, but people need help.
10 to 15 years after
Reservoir.
Spider-Man started.
No sign of Scorpion.
Really?
Better take a
Yeah.
closer look.
Oh, I prefaced this with saying I was ignorant, so there
Learn
you go.
something new every day.
First, the OG is Chameleon,
Would I be?
Never even heard of you.
but shortly after Chameleon is Scorpion.
Me, I'd end it now. But Octavius is paying, and he wants to torture you, which I respect.
So Chameleon is like a featureless person that can disguise himself as a bunch of different things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He has like a white face with no mouth or nose or anything. It's just like
Is he
flat, and
poison?
he has eyes.
Can't be.
Voldemort.
This can't be real.
I thought
Must be the
changeling, but
poison.
yeah, Voldemort works.
Sure,
can't
yeah,
take any
and more like a
chances.
changeling, like a D&D changeling.
Yeah, that makes more
Looks
sense.
wise.
Analyze whatever he injected me with.
But he physically disguises himself. It's not like a superpower disguise.
Okay. Should be safe for a minute. Need to analyze
Yeah, this
the
is
neurotoxin.
fucked.
But we're
So we can
poisoned,
create
so
an
this is not great. Puzzle time.
Scorpion's made some upgrades.
Oh, no. Okay. No. No. That. This and this. We're good to go.
Hallucinogenic
Ovatoxin
neurotoxin.
A.
My brain will create
Baeocystin
nightmares that
mixture.
my body thinks are real.
That sounds
I
bad.
have to create the antidote fast. First, I need a natural steroid. Extract from an Eclipta alba plant should do the trick. ESU's greenhouse is nearby. Hope it's in season.
Okay, so we need to stay up high for these, which is not always easy. And I never remember a good route, so just gonna do our best.
There's the greenhouse! Eclipta alba should be inside the greenhouse. There it is. It's real or in my mind?
It can be both.
Doc?
Ow.
It's just the hallucinations intensify. You can get through this.
I thought I was a fish for a second. Had to breathe in my fucking water.
Like I
Oh,
did
good
before
idea.
the mental interface affected my mind. My obsession.
Hydrate, y'all, but don't breathe it
But
in.
the interface allowed me to fully embrace them.
This is
Fix you!
the trippiest scene in this whole game, and I love it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Always trying to shoulder the responsibility.
So we're being held up by
even when
a
there's
bunch of
no
Doc Ock arms.
I can't tell you how many times your
unfettered optimism has kept me going when things look bleak. I'll make something of you. I really will.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yes, you're sorry. And yet, you let it happen.
There's the Eclipse. Buy me time, but I need an antitoxin to mix a permanent antidote. One of Harry's research stations was developing a synthetic atropine. Gotta get there fast. Giant deadly scorpion tails. Lovely. Thanks, Brain.
Raw panic crawling up just fine.
Scorpion? How'd you get this number?
Always asking the most interesting questions. It's not how am I calling you, it's am I calling you? Maybe I'm just the fevered screams of your dying brain.
Real or no?
What?
When I cure this poison, I'm coming for you, Mac.
Big talk from the little bug.
Okay, I couldn't dodge and jump there. Come on now.
There's the research station.
Alright, research station ahoy.
Atropine's right there.
This is intense part of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, not again.
I can't get over that suit. That's such a fucking cool suit. I want that
Isn't
loaded
it too
jacket.
late?
Yeah,
it's
seriously.
I'm not
Too late
even
to
like an ultra super huge fan of Spider-Man. I think he's pretty neat, but like, goddamn, I'd buy that jacket.
The me polite society found in me. The parts of myself I suppressed. You helped me break those chains.
I'm sorry. I'll find a way to help you. I swear it.
Stop deluding yourself. You never helped.
What? Okay.
This reminds me of Dishonored.
Feels a little bit like
yeah.
like going to the Outsider's realm, for sure.
Exactly, yeah.
Stop running from me. Let me try.
You have food.
I want nothing from you.
Kusferatu with your little vampire teethers.
Kusferatu.
Career. You bring nothing but
Yeah, Brian came up with that one.
Incredible.
Stop. I'm not giving up on you.
Does. She has little vampire teeth.
I know.
Please, just talk to me. I can help you.
So you can treat me like all the rest. Containing me, suffocating me. No, I will let my gene...
There it is. The atropine. Got the atropine. Now I just need to mix
Here we
up the
go.
antidote. Headed back to the lab.
Still with us.
I'm nearly cured. Sorry to bust out your plans.
Oh man, don't worry. Plenty of surprises left for you. We'll be seeing each other again real soon.
Count on it.
That's a lot of stingers.
Now you're fine.
Ah! Got it. No!
Somehow.
I almost didn't get it.
Time. I need to mix the antidote.
That was close. You need to mix the antidote. Why are you walking?
Finally.
Oh no.
I think not. You're in my domain now. You're just like Osborn, trying to steal my genius. Everything that happens.
You guys ready for one of the coolest fights in this game?
This is so cool.
That gave me an opening.
It's amazing how evil he turns so quickly.
Another hallucination.
I know I keep
At least
bringing
he
up
had an
Batman
imaginary
Arkham,
glass
but this
jaw.
is like the Scarecrow scenes plus fighting Ra's al Ghul all at the same time. And I love it.
All right, here's the Scorpion boss fight. It's not easy.
Now I know you're the poison trying to distract me. Bring it on. One down.
What? That is not at all what I wanted to do, Spider-Man. What are you doing? Get the one that's webbed up, please. Okay.
Can't let him get to me.
All right, great. He broke out of the web before I could. Fantastic. That one, thank you.
Gotta get rid of him and focus on the job. Nice. Just a few more left. Another one down.
Okay.
Some hero. Everyone you ever met suffers.
Fighting internet trolls. Knock one down and...
Okay.
Hope that's the last of them. I can barely stand up. There's the equipment I need.
That's trippy. Oh, look how convenient that one was.
Finally. I'm running out. I can feel it. Where'd my suit go?
Yeah!
Oh,
I think I
you
took
get a treat for
decontamination
that.
too far. I'd better put some clothes on.
So my
better.
mom
Let's
bought
just go ahead and forget
like
that ever
this
happened.
rug because we're trying to make sure she doesn't scratch at like the furniture. But she hates all of the regular cat scratchers. So my mom and I found this really rough rug. And we're like, okay, this is
So
kind of
fun.
like a shitty,
Need
like,
to work the last of this poison out of my
couch
system
material.
before I tackle the other villains. Good
So
time to go
maybe
on
she'll
patrol.
like it. And she's doing it. She's doing it. She's scratching it, guys. Success.
Magpie, you did miss Naked Spider-Man.
Yes, you did.
God damn it! That's all fun in life. Naked superheroes.
You look good too. Just in his underwear and his mask.
That's not naked.
Well, it's undies
As naked as you
Spider-Man,
can
but
get.
he's as naked as they're gonna get in a video game, I guess.
Nah, you gotta show off them Spider-Man buns.
We're supposed to be on patrol. I think I can just... What? Why am I... Spider-Man? Go up, please? I think I can just clear one of these rooftops, and that'll be good enough.
As if you were collecting student loan payments. MJ, hey, mind if I toss a kind of thorny ethical question at you? When is it okay to give up on a friend?
Oh, wow, Pete. Thinking of Otto?
That obvious, huh?
Yeah, understandable, though. Man, the high-minded, generous part of me wants to say never. Being a true friend means being there, even when people lose their way. But with what Otto's done, I just don't know, Pete. I guess you have to decide if the Otto Octavius you knew is still in there or not. Maybe if he was ever even in there at all.
Yeah. Thanks, MJ. I gotta process some stuff, I think.
Call me anytime, Pete. I'm here for you.
You know what? With that, I think this is a good time that we're gonna end the stream.
Yeah.
Next stream, we're gonna beat Spider-Man. That's on Saturday at 7 o'clock
We're gonna
PST.
beat him senseless.
Yeah, what did he do
we're gonna
so
beat
wrong
the
to
shit
make you
out of
beat
Spider-Man.
him? We're just gonna get the shit out of Spider-Man. JJJ's paid for it.
There you go. Yeah, sponsored by J. Jonah Jameson.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Oh man, I super appreciate it. Hang time, fan for life. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys on Saturday. I love you.
Yes.
And have a good time.
Hell yeah.
Toodle.
Toodaloo.